Thing is okie dokie. Can I open up the previous live stream? Are we coming through? Can you guys hear me loud and clear? Loud and clear, or are we still having connection issues here? I think it's just getting started. Okay. I hope this is working. I did take another screen grab so I could change the thumbnail really quickly. Welcome in, everybody. Okay, people are back. Goody goody gumdrops, y'all. What happened? Yeah, Amber went live. We just reacted to it. It's on the previous live stream. I guess we're going to do like back-to-back live streams today. Oh well. Oh well, skis. Love from Scotland. Welcome. That was fast. Yeah, it just like disconnected. But then I tried to just like hit my streaming again so I could continue the same live because usually you can just continue the same live, right? Because I didn't really feel like starting a new one, but it wouldn't let me. It already had like ended, so I wasn't able to like just continue on to where I was, which is so annoying. Check your phone slash laptop for hidden apps. There's definitely no hidden apps because I've never been in the same room as Amberlynn. Or I would have to check myself for any sort of wire or a, what do they call that? A wire, a tracker. This just like the salt is so good. I'm done. I would love a bag of chips right now. A bug, yeah. All right. Let me just continue on. Let's just continue on and act like nothing happened. That was annoying. Very annoying. Now, who knows who's going to come back? Girl World has never had such a crazy week. When I get off one Raptors live, I see another one just started their live. XD. I know. I thought they were going live at 10. No, they are going live at 10. We're watching the interview right now. I'm not sure like if that's actually going to happen at 10 o'clock or not. I get the feeling like it could not happen for some reason. Where is my... Hold on. One more second, guys. I need vape juice, guys. Damn it, where is that? This is not good. Not good at all. Not good at all. Here it is. Here she blows. Here she blows. What I would pay to watch Amber compete in high jump. Do y'all ever lose your vape and then like rip the whole place apart? That's me. You know what was good? Was that last summer when Destiny called Amber Lynn on a live stream? That was funny. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the heck out of that. Where's my jewel? Where's my jewel? So not cool. Where's my jewel? All right. Let's just get right back into it like nothing happened. And 3, 2, 1, go.
Work. I was calling her.
And this is, you know what, I will say this, Erica, this is exactly what she did with Destiny. Having her call her on the way to work. Whenever Destiny had like a 30-minute lunch break, she had to go to the car and she had to talk to Destiny. And they had to be on the phone with each other. And I mean, you can't keep that up.
She had to have her on the phone, like on her lunch break. How annoying, right? Wouldn't you just want to enjoy your lunch, like in peace?
Obviously, because I mean, you had a wife.
And I was like, I like music. I have a broad spectrum of music that I like, and I like listening to music on the way to work. Who does not like listening to music on the way to work? And
I can't get over her Becky voice.
I mean, unless you really want someone important
She's doing such a good job at imitating Beck
to talk to. And I was like, I would like to listen to music on the way to work, and that was an issue. That was an issue. And then on my way home, if I hadn't called her after the time she knew I got off, she would call me. And like, some days after work, some days you just want to drive in silence. And I know there's people on this chat right now that can agree with me. You want to drive in silence on your way home from work some days. And I couldn't even have that. And I'm not a victim here. Again, I'm not a victim. But at the same time, I had pressure put on me that I did not feel comfortable with. So I'm not, I was a bad person with what I did to my wife.
What I don't get is, why didn't she cut this off? Why would she continue to put up with this nonsense from a woman that's on the other side of the country?
And I'm going to take that to my grave, and I'm going to get my karma for it. It's going to come.
Were they hoping that they were going to get something out of this?
Back tenfold. Not sure what's going to happen to me. I guess I'll know whenever it happens. But I'm not going to sit here.
Like, what was it that she was expecting to get out of this? Because supposedly she didn't want Amber to reveal who she was. That was all, Amber just put her name out there to prove she wasn't Tommy.
Here and try and play victim and blame everyone else for it. I'm just saying, I'm taking accountability for my actions.
Did you ever feel like you felt guilty if you didn't call Amber? Like, because I mean, you were the one that reached out and you told her that you were a hater, and this all started off as a game. So was there ever a part of you that kind of felt like I owe it to her?
No, not.
Yeah, was she just trying to get off?
Not that. No, not like that. I felt more pressured, but not like that. I owed it to her.
Pressured.
Yeah, it was kind of like there was a lot of things that were forced. That is I know that's a broad thing to say.
I know, all I hear is Becky.
But a lot of things with me, where how you you have pressure and you feel forced, and you're like, okay, maybe I'll just call her and we'll talk whatever. It just that's what it got down to. And yeah,
it's interesting that they decided to do this though. They decided to come on because if it was all about clout and money, wouldn't they just want to do this on their own channel instead of going to Oh Lordy It's Jordy? Wouldn't they just want to go on their own? Or maybe they decided it would be best to go on a channel first that was already established for that name recognition. And then, so tonight they're doing a live stream on their own channel. So
yeah, there was feelings involved, and there was a person that I was dealing with that I didn't see on YouTube. And
4 more hours? It's only 3 more hours until showtime.
Like I told you, I don't now with all this, I don't know if who I was dealing with was a mask or if the YouTube is a mask. So, but what it looks like is the YouTube is her, and what I dealt with was a mask. And it was dumb, Jordy. I've never done anything like this before, like this live stuff, so I apologize for rambling.
Well, I mean, just to offer you a little bit of unsolicited advice here, obviously the reason why you kind of got involved with Amber Lynn is because you enjoyed some type of emotional connection with her, whatever that might have been. So I just would maybe suggest identify what you liked out of the relationship.
Mask for mask.
That you had online with Amber Lynn, and kind of see how maybe you can mold that into your own marriage. Because, maybe you were missing something, or maybe she provided something that Brittany doesn't. Obviously you guys were exchanging gifts, so there were feelings. So, I mean, relationships are work, marriages take work and everything. So, I mean, I'm glad to hear that you guys are trying to work it out and you, haven't called it quits over this and everything.
Yeah, we've been together 10 years.
That's a long time.
Oh, I wonder how this is going to work out with the marriage and everything, especially now that it's public.
We've been married for going on 9 now, so.
Can they monetize? I don't think they can No, they can't monetize because they don't have any watch hours because they haven't posted anything yet.
I mean, of course, 10 years is a long time, Jordy. People are going to make mistakes in marriages. And this was.
They were together for 10 years, guys. 34, so they got married at 24, excuse me.
One of them, and it was probably the worst one I ever made in this whole 10 years. It was stupid.
Yeah.
It started out as a joke and ended as a nightmare.
So about this, sorry, remind me one more time about why was Amber Lynn under the impression that you were going to move in with her? I guess that would be tomorrow.
Oh, gosh. So the night that we, I chose.
Wait, she was supposed to move in tomorrow? Rachel, thank you for the super. What kind of therapist encourages their spouse to troll someone online? Oh my goodness, the peanut stuck in my throat. What kind of therapist encourages their spouse to troll someone online? They're all bananas. I have no sympathy for any party involved. Thank you, Rachel Fernandez. I agree with you. It doesn't make any sense. Like, it makes me scared about what my therapist is doing in their free time. Are they trolling Amberlyn Reed? Yeah, she's an addiction counselor. If you want to call her a therapist. I don't know. Some people say she works at Lowe's. Some people say she's a therapist, and some people say that she's an addiction counselor.
She was like, you never, like I said, we had a conversation. She's like, you never choose me. You don't want to be with me. You know, you always choose your wife. You could just be with me, you know. Blah.
What kind of Lowe's employee tells their spouse to troll someone?
Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, well, what, like I said, you know, she said it would be more communication, just more loyal, more honest with each other. Okay, that's fine. We can move on to that. And she's like, okay, well, let's meet. I was like, okay, pick a date. And then the discussion came up. I was like, if I do this and then I come back, it's going to be World War fucking III. And then she's like, well, just move in, you know, or something. It came about, and I did not have intentions to do it.
Can you imagine if she started trolling her and then eventually moved in? What if she moved in as a troll to get like eyes on the inside? Now that would be next level cow tipping. I feel like this is the biggest cow tip in girl world history, right? I mean, she has literally had phone sex with her. Nobody else has gone that far. That is insanity.
I didn't want to, but yeah, I let her on and told her because it was like...
It is weird when you think about it, like, that they had phone sex.
Months before. I was like, yeah, you know, I'll be there. But she was asking me multiple times throughout the time frame, am I still coming?
Did she finish, like, on the phone? Did they finish together on the phone? You know what I mean? Finish.
Are you still coming? Are you still going to be here? And
was there like a push from her for you to get a divorce?
Yes.
She was like trying to like slowly put her hooks in and try to kind of change your mind.
Amber was pushing for that divorce.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Not a good idea on her end. Well, so there was a moon picture at one point too. I see a lot of people in the chat right now being interested. Was that you? Did you send her that picture of the moon?
What moon?
There was some photo Amberlyn had, and it was like the date that you guys allegedly started dating, and it was
Oh my gosh, right.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was you?
Yeah.
All right. So, you know, just the chat's really curious about the Lego and the moon pic.
Yeah.
Oh my. Yeah. Well, I appreciate y'all's time. Thank you so much for getting on here with me. I'd imagine Amberlyn will have something to say about all this, and she'll have her side of the story, and I'm sure that you can expect Alexis to say stuff, but
I could care less about Alexis, and I could care less about
it kind of seems like everybody's just annoyed with Alexis.
Maybe they're both in the chat. I don't know, but Alexis.
Where did Alexis even come from? Did she just start messaging her on Instagram?
I'd watch it because I know more than you think I do. So chill. But anyways, it was good talking to you. And yes, I'm an asshole and, you know, piece of crap for doing this. And not looking for sympathy, not looking for any type of sympathy or anything like that. So
yeah.
That means that
Alexis just popped out of the woodwork. I guess they were friends for a while now.
Alrighty, guys. Well, have a good rest of your night. Thanks so much for giving me the time.
You too, Jordy. Thank you for clarifying for us.
All right. See you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Guys.
She does sound so much like Becky, right? Sympathy bone not unlocked.
Oh.
Was that it for the interview, or do they come back?
What they're talking about? Baby.
Should we watch Apathetic Facts to get the rest of the tea? Because there's still more. You do want to watch Apathetic? Okay. I mean, I feel like they go more in depth, but I did want to hear them having a conversation as well. It's kind of good to have both. Okay, so Apathetic already has like an Amberlyn compilation of the live stream she just did. That was fast. Amberlyn Reed's ex, Valentine, and her wife speak out. Okay. Let's get into this one. This one's from Apathetic.
Last night, Valentine and her wife's Instagram profiles started to circulate after Amber decided to reveal to her entire audience that Valentine's real name is Erica. Even though
right after the whole Tommy situation, girl, she knows what she did.
Amber allegedly agreed to not make any videos about her. When her wife Brittany reached out to me via Instagram DMs, I asked Erica to send me a friend request to prove it was really her, and she did just that. Erica and her wife do not wish to remain anonymous, hidden, or blurred. So with all that said, this is how it all went down.
Okay, hello, Apathetic Facts. This is Erica. I do want to say how this all started was me and Brittany were sitting in bed and we saw one of Amber Lynn's posts talking about masculine women. And
Amber uploaded. You mean the live stream she did?
Brittany looked at me and I looked at her and I was like, what if I messaged her? Right? So our first message was, I think I said like masculine women ? Or something like that. And she messaged me back and we were messaging for a while, back and forth.
There's Valentine, guys. I was not expecting, I don't know what I was expecting Valentine to look like.
It's like talking. And then, of course it started becoming a problem.
Yeah. Do you guys think this is all like a distraction from Tommy? But all of the comments in in Amber Lynn's latest live stream were like, talk about Tommy, talk about Tommy. We didn't forget about Tommy, girl. Guys, we already watched Amber Lynn's live stream. For the people, if you want to see me react to Amber's live stream, the previous live stream that I did, we had a little bit of technical difficulties, and that's why I had to come on again. Because I'm on hotel Wi-Fi over here.
Between Brittany and I, because I was like, apparently, I guess her true colors were showing, whatever. She did ask if I was with anyone, and so I had talked to Brittany, and I was like, what should I tell her? And Brittany was like, tell her that, like, we're still technically married, but that, we aren't, like, technically together, but we're, like, by law still married. So I gave her that story. And
this is so weird. I can't believe the wife was in on it from the beginning. But then it's like, you get what you asked for, They're bad trolls. I know. Like, you get what you asked for, girl. Like, you set this all up. You started this. And you told her to tell her that y'all weren't together. So what did you expect it to turn into?
Rode with it for
yeah, and the history of cheating. That's such a good point. Valentine already had a history of cheating. Like, this marriage was messed up before Amber Lynn got involved. And she's just like trying to set her up with Amber Lynn. Like,
for a while. And of course I do deserve this backlash that I'm getting because
yeah, you're right. On Jordy's, it didn't sound like the wife was as involved as she was.
I trolled her for a while and just kind of like get like a kick out of it, whatever. It's Emily Reed. I wasn't a big fan of her for a very long time.
That's just weird. I mean, girl, you could have just watched the videos, talked on Reddit, made your own reaction channel, watched reaction channels, got in a chat. Like, you had to break the fourth wall. And now look at you. You've gone out to pasture yourself. Now you've become a member. Now you've become a girl. Has Zachary talked about this yet?
And she does know. I openly told her, Amber Lynn, that, I used to watch her and I disliked her extremely at one point. And of course she wasn't too fond of that. So the conversation continued and then it got, kind of out of hand. And so also I'd like to point out that while I was talking to Amber Lynn, she was talking to a girl named Danielle that was also married. I don't know like the full details behind that whole situation.
Oh, I have to know more about Danielle, because we have Danielle written down here too. But so she was talking to a married woman named Danielle. Now, who the hell is that? And she was talking to a woman named Abby, who was 22. All of these three people at the same time. And who knows when she actually started talking to Tommy, too. Because I feel like she's been talking to Tommy for longer than she wants to let on.
I just know that I was kind of like the back burner person of this whole triangle that she had going on. Like she was talking to another girl named Abby. And
the back burner.
And then she was telling me about her friend named Alexis. And then she was telling me about Danielle and how she was crazy over her and blah, blah, blah.
So why didn't she get with Danielle? Oh, wait, Danielle was married as well. She couldn't find a single girl? All these girls are married?
And then it just
much.
We kind of just like started talking more and more and more. And then, you know, my wife was like, hey, you know, I don't want you talking to her anymore. So there was a time where we didn't talk, but.
Okay, so Amber says that Danielle wasn't married. What's the truth here? Maybe Amber just told. Yeah, I could see Amber lying to Erica and saying that she was married too, for whatever reason, whatever her manipulation tactic was at that point. So maybe Erica sees that as the truth because that's what Amber told her.
Shortly after did start talking again. I'm not a good person for like doing this, and I know that I'm not. And you know, whenever me and Amberlynn supposedly like broke. Okay. I'm backtrack. I'm going too far ahead. Just give me a second. So we kept talking. She started becoming really possessive. She started, you know, talking about Brittany, how I always choose her first, and that I won't be her girlfriend, and
well, that's her wife.
I wouldn't choose her, and so on.
Yeah, it is embarrassing, dude. Like, that's her wife.
And I think it was like Valentine's Day or whatever, she was giving me a hard time about it, and it more so felt forced.
That was when they got together. That was when they solidified the relationship, right? Valentine's Day.
And that was through text. So if she tries to show those texts, you'll see that that was a forced agreement for me and her to be in a relationship.
But how can you even be in a relationship if the person you're in a relationship with is married? Like, that's not a relationship. That's like mistress status. And how can you like force someone? Especially if she was done with Amber at that point, why didn't she just block her? Amber's states away. I get that Amber is, she's very clingy. She's going to try to get in contact again and again, but just block her on everything. Get out of there. Maybe give her one final message so it's not like cutting that ties off. But that tells me that part of Erica wanted to be in this relationship. Otherwise, why would you put up with that? If it was this horrible thing, why would you put up with it? It's not like Amber can get in a car and drive to North Carolina. It's not like Amber can even get on a plane. She's not coming. Like, you're good. You're Gucci. She wanted to continue speaking with Amberlynn for whatever reason. Either she really liked her or she was having fun trolling. She got the Lego. I feel like Erica is making it seem like she was just completely done with Amber. That I trust her when she says that Amber was being manipulative and annoying at times, but she wanted to stick around for whatever reason.
And so I was like, so what would this relationship be? And she was like, just more loyal, more communication, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay.
Loyal. Y'all are cheating. And you want her to be loyal to you, yet she's not being loyal to her wife. Oh,
I
yeah.
can deal with
Amber put a spell on her.
that, whatever. And that was where it.
Maybe Amber was giving her money, you know? Maybe there is some reason that Erica stuck around. Maybe she was giving her money. I don't know. But then at the same time, like, it is true. She gave her that $400 Lego. So what's the tea here? Maybe because Alexis said that Erica was having money problems. Maybe Amber was helping her. I don't know.
Came about. We continued talking, and things got more and more in depth with each other. And I was actually starting to second guess, like,
yeah, are you guys getting bribed vibes?
Her as a person, maybe the haters are wrong, maybe she isn't a bad person, because the side that I saw of her wasn't the person that I saw on YouTube. Like, the side she gave of me was different. So I don't know if that's like manipulation or if that's masking. I don't know. I'm not very good with psychology. Even though I should be well-rounded in it, I'm not. And
so she's saying that Amber came off to her as a good person, but then at the same time, she just admitted that no, a lot of the times, no, it was annoying. It felt forced.
Things got out of hand. We said things we shouldn't have said to each other. I never said anything bad about my wife to her. That's one thing that really made her upset, was like, if anything, like, my wife had switched jobs, and she tried to, like, Amberlynn tried to say, oh.
Maybe that was her going from therapist to Lowe's employee. Ding, ding, ding.
Your wife's at home more because she took
Becky.
some time off. And
yeah, let's see the Venmo. Venmo is usually public, right? Does anyone have Amberlynn's Venmo?
Amberlynn was upset because my wife was home more and I couldn't talk to her much. And she said, oh, well, she quit her job because she's being a baby. And I was like, no, she quit because, it was.
Okay, this is quite a bit more in-depth than the Jordy interview, which I really did enjoy, and it's worth it to see the conversation. But this feels a little bit different and more in-depth.
Two different conversations, but basically we was saying, like, she's taking a bigger pay raise, and a better opportunity. It's not because she's being a baby. That's not who she is.
You're being a big baby about it.
And it would upset her that I always, like, talked about, like, if my wife came into conversation, I was talking about her in a more positive light. And my wife is not some crazy person that
totally not Tommy's girl.
Amberlynn is saying she is. Anyways, I'm.
Brittany told that Erica and Amberlynn had contact for a year, and Amberlynn had in the same time frame contact to Tommy. That makes Tommy weird if we think about Colleen. Yeah, we were talking about that in the previous live stream, how based on what Brittany said, there's so many names, I have to think about it for a second. Based on what Brittany said, it sounded like Amber was talking to Tommy for a lot longer than just June. But I'm not totally sure. What do you guys think? It just feels like they were talking longer, but she doesn't want to know that they were talking while she was with this woman, especially knowing what happened to that woman. It's tangled webs they weave. Huh, ladies?
I'm getting off subject here. My apologies. So we would talk. We FaceTimed. Anytime I looked off, like I was looking at my phone, she would always.
Right. No one just flies out in just a few weeks. Well, I mean, look at Foodie Beauty. Foodie Beauty was only talking to Salah for a few weeks, right? Maybe 2 months. If that. And then she flew across the world. We're just talking a few states down.
She would always question me. She was like wanting me to send screenshots of like my inbox and my text messages and stuff and like who I'm talking to. And things of that nature. Like, she was kind of becoming possessive, and she was...
Yep, I believe that. She wanted to see her inbox. She wanted to see who she was talking to. She probably did that to wifey, Becky. I could see her getting their phones and looking. Girl World Olympics.
She was questioning me all the time. So, she was like, why don't you leave the house, go to the store or something so you can call me? And I'm like,
what would you expect? I feel like if you're dating someone who's married, you should almost expect them to be talking to other people as well, because they're not being loyal.
No, like, my wife has 360. So me and my wife have 360, and we know where each other are at any given time. So, it's not like I'm running around.
Ooh, we're getting into the 360. I hope she drops a little more info on this, because this is juicy. This is weird.
Doing crazy stuff. So she made the comment saying, I need you to put me on Life 360. So I was like,
roll that back. She said, I need you to put me on there.
Any given time. So, it's not like I'm running around doing crazy stuff. So she made the comment saying, I need you to put me on Life 360. So I was like, no, not going to do that. A couple weeks go by and she's still pestering me about it,
Oh, wow. That was something she really wanted her to do. Weird.
And I agreed to it. And like an idiot.
Why? Why? So she knowingly let Amber Lynn track her location wherever she was. I mean, it was consensual. But Amber pressured her into it, supposedly. Very weird behavior.
And she was Googling every address I would go to.
Yeah, at that point, why not? At any time, she could have blocked Amber. So what was it? They said that they had fights all the time. Couldn't she have just ended it at a fight? They said things to each other. They were mean to each other. At that point, couldn't Erica have said, like, I don't want to make up with you. Like, I'm done. What was she sticking around for? It had to be that she caught feelings or some sort of incentive. Money, followers, possibly. Something.
Finding out. Yeah, sorry. I am nervous. Very nervous.
Or she was just sticking around to troll her, but I don't know. If it got to the point where it was annoying at that level, would you still feel like trolling her? Like, you don't have to troll her,
Because I'm the piece of crap in this situation. Like, my wife should not be getting any of this backlash. If anybody should get backlash, it should be me.
Well, the wife isn't innocent. She started it. Oops, I just muted it by accident.
Don't want, like, yeah, I'm freaking freaked out by the Kiwi Farm people and Reddit and all these haters. Like, hey, I was one of them, and I did something stupid, and I misjudged her, and you
did what everybody always says not to do. You got in the mud and you started rolling around with the pigs. So no, I don't feel bad.
I don't want to say she casted a spell on me, but she, like, it's almost like manipulation at its finest. And I will say that woman is a professional. There was times where I was, like, questioning my reality, like, what the...
Are we supposed to feel, like, bad for her? What kind of manipulation for her to fall in love with her?
What the fuck is going on, because of the things that we would talk about. Yeah, that was the gist of our relationship. We FaceTimed, we talked, we send pictures, whatever.
Was this marriage so much on the rocks that Erica felt like she needed to go to a place for attention, and that became Amber Lynn? It started off as a troll, but as their marriage continued to disintegrate, she enjoyed the attention from Amber Lynn. And so she just kept it up. because she needed that attention. She lived off that attention. She fed off that attention. To the wife that he messaged, Amber.
She knew where I was. She asked where I was going. She was always questioning me. She would ask me, when was last...
Yeah, is Amber really that good at manipulation? Like, what do you guys think? She's a master manipulator. I mean, whenever she's on YouTube trying to manipulate people, they're like, look at her go. She's manipulating, queen of manipulation. Watch her manipulate. It's like we see it in time. And yeah, that doesn't mean like she is manipulative, yes. But we call it out, like we're not falling for it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Last time I kissed my wife. I need to tell her every time I kiss my wife. I need to tell her every time I have sex with my wife. Because she eventually found out that me...
Yeah, Erica could be manipulating us to believe her narrative. I mean, well, yeah, that's 100% the truth. I mean, there's two sides to every story. This is Erica's account.
Me and my wife were not like technically married, that we were married and we did have an active relationship and that we have been together for a long time and that we were, you know, affectionate, you know, everything like that. And she was upset about it, of course, but, you know, she forgave me. And
okay, you think Erica's a narc and being manipulative? Yeah, some sort of humiliation kink. Oh my goodness. You think Erica's the main villain here? Oh, do you? Wow, that's interesting. I don't know if any of them I would say is the main villain. They're all just clowns. And this is a circus.
And, you know, I was upset for like hurting her feelings, of course, because, you know, she cried about it. She was hurt by it. And, you know, people crying upsets me. And so I was like, you know, I'm a big piece of shit. I'm still a big piece of shit for all of this. And if I could take it all back, I would. Okay. I don't know what type of backlash I'm going to get for giving you all.
Yeah, but you could have stopped at any time, girl.
All this information. I'm hoping that, you know, this gets the people off of my wife's back. If anything, like,
hold on, what?
I'm hoping that, you know, this gets the people off of my wife's back. If anything.
Oh, people off my wife's back.
Like, you know.
I mean, I feel like she is the least involved in this, although she started it, which is strange.
Cuss me out, call me a piece of shit.
So, I mean, if it wasn't for the wife, none of this would have happened. According to their story, that's a fact.
Layer my picture on Reddit, anywhere you want to do, but I don't want my wife getting backlash for this. Me and her moved past this, actually. June 9th. I'm sitting, you know, this is...
So they're working on things and they're going to continue. I don't know. I would be Audi 5000. Doesn't the wife not work? No. Of course she does. She works at Lowe's. Why did somebody said that? There's just so many different things like floating around. Yes, the wife does work, but Erica's a job hopper is a rumor.
This is the time frame where I'm kind of like trying to push Amberlynn away. Like, you know, not really talking to her much. I was trying to like let her down easy and like not being like, okay, we need to end things. Cause I tried to multiple times and she would like literally FaceTime me and show her whole face crying, her makeup. She would send me crazy videos of her and songs and like trying to get my attention, whatever.
Oh my goodness, that sounds like Amber, right? She would be like freaking out, like sending her like personal TikToks of her mascara running down her face with Billie Eilish playing in the background. I can't get over the cringe of that.
Ever saying I made her triggered, she has abandonment issues, and she was begging for me not to end things. And she claims that I was like cheating on her, but she was wanting me to give her information about my sex life with my wife.
Oh my goodness. What did she want, the dirty details, or did she just want to know if they were together or not in the bed? Of course they were. We know this. Even if they were on the rocks, they were still getting down with the get down. Of course they were.
And of course I didn't tell her every single time. Like I didn't feel like that was necessary at all.
Wait, she didn't tell her every single time. So that means she did tell her. She did tell her that her and her wife would still have relations like that.
But when she would ask,
just not all the time.
I'd tell her, yeah. So it was, this whole thing is basically, and it should have never happened. So continuing, I'm trying to push her away. She's messaging me every day and blah, 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 blah. And like, I tried to make things up to like get her to kind of like back off, whatever.
So they came out right because, so the reason that Erica ended up coming out was because after ALR leaked her first name, it confirmed to a channel called Salty Crab that the info that they received, that this woman Valentine was Erica and they had her identity, that was then put out into the public because it was confirmed by Amber Lynn. And then I guess I'm assuming that Erica probably got an influx of messages or comments on Instagram or something, and that kind of popped this off.
Messaged me on the day my uncle died, and my uncle like died, and I had a mental breakdown in the Taco Bell parking lot, getting food. I'm having a mental breakdown, and I told her like, hey, I just found out my uncle died. Like, I need some time. I needed time. And I told her, like, hey, this is a whole ordeal for me. Like, I'm trying to figure things out.
Oh, yeah, the whistleblower. Well, the whistleblower, that was just a person that told the wife that Amber said it, right? So who did the wife tell? Who was all in on this situation? Because clearly, if there was a whistleblower that knew all of this going down, then the wife must have told people that her wife was trolling. So yeah, maybe it was just the wife that told Salty Crab. Yeah, that's also possible. But yeah, it could have just been the wife talking to Salty Crab.
Out with the family, figure things out with this, that, and the third. And then she's wondering, she's more concerned about if I miss us, like me and her. She's like, do you miss us? Do you miss me? Are we still together? And I'm like, I don't think that, we should do this anymore. Basically, like, I did give her the whole spiel, like, oh yeah, this isn't right. You don't deserve this. And no one else deserves this. She said, okay, friends it is. So I don't know who broke up with who. I basically told her, like...
So they kind of ended this as a mutual friendship. Maybe at that point, Amber was already talking to Tommy, and she wanted to move forward with Tommy, and she knew that she had to, if she wanted to get serious about Tommy, she would have to cut off things with Erica Valentine. Yeah, it could be that Alexis is a rat, because everything that Amber was talking about with Tommy, with Erica, she was telling everything to Alexis. Like her BFF in middle school, She knew everything. Lols.
I couldn't do this anymore. And so she's saying that she broke up with me. That's fine.
Yeah, Tommy booked the flight the next day. Exactly. So Brittany said that, like, right after they broke up, called things off on June 15th. Valentine was flying out on June 16th. Like, she probably just got a last minute ticket as soon as she could. Got on that plane. Maybe she was even talking to Tommy about it. And that was kind of the terms of their agreement. Like, if you want me to come out, if you want to take this to the next level, I'm going to need you to break up with this other person, or I'm going to need you to stop talking to this married woman. Like, how much did Tommy know about Valentine's BS? And you know what's crazy looking back? The way that Amber made herself out to be such a victim in this situation on her videos, where she was like, and Valentine was married. That's all she said, right? Valentine was married the whole time, as if she didn't know, and keep talking to her. She enjoyed the drama. What else did she say? She said, when something isn't what it seems, or something like that. Like, the whole thing's a lie. Oh, crap. Why did I do that?
Hey, that's fine.
Okay, good. She was like, when the whole relationship is not what it was supposed to be. So now, looking back at her framing of this situation, like, very disingenuous. You think Alexis wants to be Amber. I see that as well. I think people were saying that Alexis was copying Amber, or no. People were saying that Amber was copying Alexis, and that's where she got her new personality. But I honestly think that Alexis is copying Amber, because the way that Alexis talks on, like, this Instagram video I saw of her, it was kind of giving when Amber slips in to her, like, Cali girl personality, because she always likes to tell us she's from California. So I think that Alexis is copying ALR's Cali girl personality, which is just one of her many personalities. Okay. Yeah, she's mirroring. Alexis is mirroring. Maybe Alexis is more interesting than we thought. What's Alexis's motive behind all of this? Interesting.
Fine. She can say whatever she wants, but I wanted to get my story out to you at least.
Alexis is the Gretchen Wieners of Girl.
Yeah, I watch your stuff. Whenever I used to watch your stuff a lot. I tried to stay off of YouTube since this whole, like, crap has been going on. After that, she would not stop messaging me. Like, from June 9th up until, what was it, June 23rd?
16th.
Oh, no, June 16th.
Oh, that's weird, because the way that it sounded like there was a mutual agreement that they were just going to be friends and move on. But Amber continued. Now, was she taking it into a romantic direction, or was she just being annoying?
She would not.
I think it was sometime between the 16th and the 23rd.
Oh, no. We broke. June 9th, my uncle died. We broke up on the 16th. So I was trying to ignore her and,
Break up. Like, in my eyes, they weren't ever really together. But okay.
kind of like let it die out, let someone else find her, let someone else find her, let someone else get her attention. Sorry, June 15th, we were talking, and, that's whenever things ended. June 9th was when my uncle died. So June 15th, whatever, we broke up. So she keeps messaging me every day for like the next week. And me and Brittany are in the bedroom, trying to watch a movie. And like, I told her I'm watching a movie. And this is kind of like where, the truth came out, and Brittany was like, who are you talking to? And I told her, I said, Amberlynn won't leave me alone, basically.
Oh, right. So Brittany didn't know that this continued behind her back. Like, she knew that she was trolling her in the beginning, but I'm assuming she didn't know that it continued for months and months and months.
Basically, like, will not leave me alone. I was trying to give her every excuse I could to not.
I mean, that is really sus. What would you think if you're in bed with your significant other and their phone just keeps going off and off and off, and it's not like a family emergency? What would you think?
Talk to her anymore, and she wasn't budging. She was like trying to, I don't know when this other person came in the picture that is currently whatever she's with, I don't care. I just know that there is nothing exciting about me, and there's nothing exciting about my wife as far as YouTube is concerned. So please, like, yes, I'm the biggest cheating piece of shit spouse on YouTube right now. You can go ahead and say that. But please, like...
I mean, there's bigger ones out there, but okay.
Leave my wife out of this. Like, you know, she did know partially. It was supposed to be a troll. It was supposed...
If she wants her wife to be left out of this, like, I'm not going to come in full force hating on Brittany, whatever. We've said our piece on that. She started it. But if she didn't want her a part of this, then why was she on Oh Lordy, It's Jordy?
Supposed to be a joke. It was supposed to...
Right, baby, you came into the kitchen. Yeah, Banjo. Like, why would she go on Jordy if she didn't want to be a part of it?
Be this, that, and the third, but I fell for the stupid. I was stupid, and I fell for the bullshit. I regret it majorly. Oh, like, as far as, like, flirting, like, basically, like, saying flirtatious stuff to each other, things like that. Like,
that's good. She's a dog.
Basically, like cheat.
Brit's channel name is very telling, right? I forgot what it was again. Clever Tika. So Brittany's channel, the wife's channel, is Clever Teacup. When was this made? Hold on. Let me go to Clever Teacup. About, oh no, there's the about. Joined 2013. So I do wonder if she had a different name or if her name was always Clever Teacup. Because that, to me, says that she's going to be spilling some tea, right?
Cheating, like having a emotional cheating relationship. Okay, so I'm going to backtrack a little bit as far...
So that, yeah, that must be like her personal YouTube channel that she just has been using to comment and watch videos for her whole adult life.
It's like how August 1st came about. Like whenever the whole like agreement of the relationship happened, she's like, well, we need to meet, you know? And I was like, well, when? And she's like, pick a date. And I didn't pick the date. She ended up picking the date. It was August 1st, of course.
Pick a date.
Of course. And
August 1st.
She was wanting me to move in, and
how was she supposed to move in when Tommy was going to move in? Like, what? We've got all these women moving in at the same time. It seems to me like Amber desperately wanted somebody to move in. How can you expect someone who is married to move in? Jeez.
Things like that. Louise. And so that's how August 1st came about was, you know, she thought that I was going to leave. And I did lead her on and basically say, yeah, I'll be there August 1st. Sure, I'll be there August 1st.
So that's what we're kind of missing in a lot of these. What was Erica's response to what Amber was doing? It's always about Amber's manipulation. What was Erica saying to that? How was she responding? I feel like she left that out on a lot of her explanation.
You know, because she asked every single day. Like it was if it wasn't every single day, it was every week, multiple times a week. And things got out of hand. You know, if I didn't talk to her she was like clocking me too. Like if I didn't message her back, she would say, where'd you go? What have you been doing the last 6 minutes? And I'm like, 6 minutes?
Oh my
so
God.
I started being stern with her. I was like,
what are you doing the past 6 minutes?
You're not gonna time me. Like this is not what we're doing.
Right.
Like we had fights, we had arguments, and things like that. And, you know, we had arguments about my wife.
I hate when people are doing that or you don't respond back fast enough. Like I was texting this one guy and it took me like 15 minutes to respond and he was like, if it's going to take that long, I don't even think we should continue this. And then I think I just stopped talking at all.
We had arguments about, you know, my friends, and apparently I made her stop talking to her friends. No.
Okay, Brittany's
She was
talk.
always telling me about the things that her friends were saying to her. So Alexis, that's a whole nother story. Abby, that's a whole nother story. Abby is like literally 22 years old.
Okay, so what was Abby saying? Amber says this was just a friendship, right? Her and this Abby woman, whomever that is. Maybe they're going to be out next.
And was mean to Amberlynn. And
maybe we're going to be doing an Abby reaction. Abby tells all.
And said mean things to her. Oh, and also, Apathetic's facts. The friends that visited her was not Alexis. It was not Tommy, whoever. It was Eric and Ricky. Eric and Ricky are the two friends that was at her apartment.
I wonder if Beck even knew about that. Or if they were trying to hide that from Beck. What do you guys think? I wouldn't be surprised if Eric and Ricky went behind Beck's back to hang out with Amberlynn. Because that was messy even just recently.
Because, you know, I knew. So back on track. Abby was one of the girls she was talking to, and then they became good friends. And she was always telling me the disrespectful shit that Abby would say to her. And I'm like, why are you friends with this person?
Yeah, that's more tea than I think people thought it was going to be. Eric and Ricky, how'd they get dragged back into this? You can leave Girl World, but Girl World never leaves you.
You know, I wouldn't even give them the time of day. And then Alexis, she said a bunch of.
Yeah, can we get a clap back from Eric and Ricky? Because I know Eric likes to clap back, Ricky not so much. I don't think Ricky could give a damn about any of this. But Eric, he came on and told us to keep his name out of our mouths.
Things about Alexis.
Not gonna happen.
Like personal things about Alexis. I don't want to share it, but like homegirl thinks Alexis is her best friend in the world. Alexis thinks Amberlynn is her bestest friend in the world. Well, guess what? Like Amberlynn talks about Alexis
to
me, saying she gives me the ick and the things she says to me, blah, 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 blah. So I didn't make her stop talking to anybody.
See, I think when it comes to Alexis and Amberlynn's relationship, I think that the ick comes from this Alexis woman like copying Amber and talking like her and taking on her mannerisms and just being Cali girl Amber. Wouldn't that give you the ick? If someone is trying to become you, to emulate you. Weird behavior. Alexis wants to wear Amberlynn's skin. She wants to take over the channel. Like she wishes she could just slot right in there. I wouldn't be surprised. No, I can't say that. If Alexis like went crazy, and then tried to be Amber. Like y'all know those TV shows where like a twin unalived the other twin and then pretended to be that one. I think that was like the Pretty Little Liars books, but not the TV show. Anyways. And then she just came on and tried to be her.
Amber made that decision on her own. And she even said on her, she even told me, like, she becomes, like, obsessed with people that she's with, and she tends to cut out her friends. I didn't make her stop talking to anybody. So this 18-minute phone call that you're going to be getting, it's 18.
Right, single white female or the roommate. She tried to, like, become her. Yeah, or Pretty Little Liars, like she was pretending to be The other twin the whole time.
15 minutes and 32 seconds long of a discussion between Amberlynn and my wife on speakerphone. She was trying to tell my wife that I'm crazy and that, you know, she was wearing rose-tinted glasses, which, you know, that was a whole ordeal. You know, both of us were. It was a fucked up situation, and it was an emotional cheating relationship, and it should have never fucking happened. I went with it, and
a complete mess all around.
Was stupid, and I regret it, and I wish I never did it. And of course, I'm not perfect, but I'm not gonna sit here and be trolled about.
Erica's still yapping. It's literally halfway through. Like, what? I don't know if I can last until 10, guys. I like want to, but I don't know if I can last.
Oh, something that isn't true. Like,
I'm gonna have to like set up the camera next to the bed.
I'm telling my story and I'm being honest now.
And just like lay down and watch.
So that things don't get turned around more than what they already are. And Amberlynn is a liar. I will confirm
Emotional
that.
damage.
She's lied. I don't know how long this Tommy person was in her life. I don't really care, honestly. But I wanted to get my side out to you. That was the gist of it. You know, it was an emotional relationship that should have never happened. She tried to get me to move in. I acted like it was gonna fucking happen instead of me. I was being a and basically giving her false hope, and I should have womaned up and been like, no, like, it's not gonna happen. I'm staying with my fucking wife. Like, why would I give up what I have here?
That's what Jordy did. Did he do a bed reaction? I think I'll have to do a bed reaction if we get that far. But what if she goes live on Instagram? I'm not going to know how to put the Instagram live up. Can you do that on www.instagram.com or?
And come living in a one-bedroom apartment with you whenever all I hear in the background is sirens and people hollering in the street.
Hey, Tigo.
It's like, that's not where my peace is. And it was like I was too deep to get out, that I had to get my own wife to.
Too deep. Deep in there. She was all up in there, fingers and all. Womp womp.
Help me. Like, that's where it got to with her. Also, I'd like to add that the day after the first conversation between my wife and Amberlynn, like, as far as, like, you know, you need to leave Erica alone, the day after, you know, I blocked Amberlynn's number, blocked her on everything, deleted her number. My stupid ass even, like, deleted the phone number and everything like that. And so she messaged me on a fake number the next day because she thought that my wife took my phone. That's the story my wife gave her, but I was really sitting right there during the whole phone call.
All right, I had to change AirPods. Guys, we like went through an AirPod.
Apparently, like, she told Amberlynn.
Shouldn't Erica not want to leave for her wife? Hold on, I kind of zoned out a second. Let me roll it back a little bit. Sorry, guys.
She messaged me on a fake number the next day because she thought that.
Oh, so even if she did go in and block her, like, Amber had the fake numbers at the ready.
My wife took my phone. That's the story my wife gave her, but I was really sitting right there during the whole phone call. Apparently, like, she told Amberlynn, yeah, I took her phone. We were at the.
Oh, is this when she called her, like, at the barbecue and Amber broke down or something?
Pool, but we weren't. We were in the bedroom trying to watch a movie. So.
This woman is embarrassing herself so low brow. ALR is Jackie O next to this one. OMG. I can't with y'all. The things that we come up with. I feel like I can marathon to 10. But if it gets really, really boring and it's just the same thing over again, I'll probably just watch like a few minutes and dip. We'll see.
She messaged me the next day.
That's what I worry about because they've pretty much said everything. Like, what more else is there to say?
And say, hey, it's Amberlynn. You know, your wife called me.
Is she gonna come on with like new tea and receipts?
I didn't know what else to say. She cornered me. I told her.
Yeah, these are all, everybody involved is in their 30s. Let that sink in.
Everything, and
30s, guys.
That she wanted me to unblock her number and call her and then reblock it, basically. Like, you know, like pretty much, hey, block my number, but unblock it whenever we can talk. So that's what, you know, I didn't respond to that. I should have screenshot it and sent it to Brittany, but I just wanted it to be over with. I didn't think that things would get blown out of proportion like this, like especially.
Oh, really? They said yesterday they would talk about Tommy. How comes I didn't hear that anywhere? Where did they say that? I did watch the whole Jordy interview, but we're only halfway through this one, and this is my first time watching it. And I haven't seen Ankle. ALR is polyamorous. She's freaky deaky. And I'm feeling freaky deaky. I forget how the rest of the song goes. Oh, she commented it somewhere. Okay, that makes more sense. Oh yeah, be our guest. They did a interview with Kybella, right? The Salah's mistress. There's all sorts of mistresses. Now Amber Lynn's a mistress. Amber's a mistress. I can't believe it, guys. A prison guard. The funniest thing that Erica said was that Amber was more manipulative / like street smart than an inmate. Like she had more wits about her than an inmate in the jail, like trying to navigate that with like experience. I could see Amber kind of having a couple of women wrapped around her in the jail. What do you guys think? She would have like a couple of those girlies like wrapped around her finger, giving her commissary. Because once Amber's savings ran out, like Mama Lynn don't have all kind of money for her to be spending on commissary. I mean, if Amber got locked up for a very long time, which I don't know what she would do. What would be Amber Lynn's crime, you guys? I don't know what she would do to get locked up for that long. Just sounds like she's easily manipulated and doesn't realize it until the entire internet knows. Yeah, Erica.
Especially like with my wife, like she is not the one to blame here because she didn't know about the like 95% of the situation. Like,
right. What if Erica is FBI Frank? I'm putting the puzzle pieces together. Brittany and Erica were FBI Frank. Well, Erica was FBI Frank. Can you imagine? It is possible that somehow a troll got Amber Lynn's number and called her, pretending to be the FBI Frank, and she just bought it hook, line, and sinker. And when Amber Lynn tells that story, that's why she's so adamant. There was an FBI Frank. There was an FBI Frank. She thinks there was an FBI Frank, but really it was just a troll. You know, I would believe that if that came out. FBI Frank's a troll. Another stream. We're watching Valentine speaking out because she's supposedly going to speak out even more tonight. I don't know. I'm very like iffy about that. I don't know if it's going to be any good or not. We'll see. Hopefully I can marathon it. If I have to lay down for a little bit, I have to lay down for a little bit, but we'll see.
She knew, like, for, you know, the first little bit of it.
That's so true. The FBI doesn't call, they show up.
Because we were trolling her. Honest to God, trolling her. And I was like, you know.
Yeah, it's not till 10. That's why I'm saying, like, a marathon in it.
I wasn't trying to get money from her. I never asked her for money. So that she said about with money or if she said anything about money, I never asked her for money.
Wait, but did she give her money? Hold on, roll that back.
We were trolling her. Honest to God, trolling her. And I was like, you know, I wasn't trying to get money from her. I never asked her for money. So that she said about with...
Oh, these support focus. I have some lion's mane mushroom gummies. These are not psychoactive. They're simply daily supplement. So I'm just going to try them. Maybe they will help me concentrate better. I don't know. Savvy, thank you for the super towards the DoorDash fund so you can get some food with all this drama keeping you online tonight. Thank you, Savvy. I don't know if I'm going to end up getting anything. Do you think they'll bring it all the way up to my room? If I knew that they would bring it all the way up to my room, which, like, I'm deep in... I don't know if they would actually do that, but maybe if I, like, give them a big enough tip. Oh, wait, no, they can't. I don't think they can bring it to my room because you have to scan your card for the elevator to work. Or else they can't get on the elevator. So I don't know. And get the front desk person to bring it up. Do they have room service? I don't know if they have room service here. Supposedly this is a 4-star hotel. I don't want to say where exactly. It's not giving 4-star to me, but it's good enough for me. Anyways. I'm just going to eat lion's mane gummies.
Money or if she said anything about money, I never asked her for money. Didn't talk to her about money, didn't care to. It was just...
Did she give you any money?
It should have been something... It was stupid. It was a huge mistake. It was dumb. If I could take it back, I would. It's... People are definitely, like, blowing things way out of proportion.
Way out of proportion. Thank you, query received. Alex, I never catch a live. I've watched you since the beginning of the Beck era. And I want to be mushy for a moment. Thank you for endless entertainment. Your confidence in yourself helped me come out. Oh my gosh, thank you, query received. That's very cute. I'm so happy for you that you're living, that you're just living your life, you know, being who you are. That is so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I just don't want my wife getting drug into this.
Girl, the wife is drug into this. Like, excuse me? Excuse me. She was on Oh Lordy, It's Jordy. Apparently she speaks in this too. Phone call between Brittany and Amber. There she is. Yeah, Brittany speaks soon. In just a couple of minutes. If you didn't want her to be a part of it, then you wouldn't have had her on Jordy and Apathetic. And the wife started it.
In a negative manner. Because she didn't know, and there is more to Amberlynn than people know.
Okay, Becky.
Of course, she does like use her BPD as a crutch.
Her PPP.
She says, you know, every time she got upset with me, or if I didn't respond in a timely manner, she would like basically say I'm triggering her BPD and things like that. So I basically felt like majority of the time, like not necessarily a gun to my head, but making me feel sorry for her. And
I can't with her using that as an excuse for everything when she refuses to get help. That's what irks me. I mean, nobody's saying that this mental illness is not hard to live with. We know, like anyone who's learned about BPD like knows how difficult that can be. And yet, no therapist, no medication, nothing. Girl, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
And, at one point I was like, oh, maybe she really isn't a bad person and people just make her out to be.
I know if she was saying that, she should have said, well, then go to therapy. Like, if you're triggered, then go to a doctor. Then go to a doctor. Like, you're not responsible for her mental health when it comes to something like responding to a text. Like,
To be, even though I should have damn well knew because of, her past. But I mean, everyone makes dumbass decisions.
Right. She could have had her talk to her wife, the therapist. My wife's a therapist if you want to talk to her.
As you can see, I made one. This was fucking stupid. Honestly, like I said earlier, when I say Amberlynn is a pro with her words and how she breaks things down and how she...
Oh, we could take a little foodie break. Once we're finished with this and we're still waiting, we can watch a little bit of Foodie Beauty if you guys want to.
Gets in people's heads. I dealt with criminals for close to 10 years. I worked in a maximum custody prison, and
I thought she was in the prison. I thought Erica was in prison. She worked in she was a CO, is what I'm getting. She's kind of giving CO. I don't know about y'all. Isn't she like giving CO?
I dealt with inmates, and
Yes, officer. That was Amber.
I was not manipulated by not a damn one of them.
Yeah, she said it a while ago, but Amber even said it. But Amber said when she was in the prison or something, like she was in prison, as in like she was an inmate. But no, she was a CO.
As far as doing anything I shouldn't have done. She has a way with manipulating people, and I've never in my life been manipulated like this before, ever.
She made sure that she said that on Jordy's as well. So that was something that they wanted to get out there for sure. That was part of the script. I do wonder, like, did her and her wife kind of sit down and maybe not completely script this out, but write down the bullet points? Like, they had to have sat down and typed out or wrote out bullet points, things that they were going to say, messages to make clear. They did 2 interviews back to back, right? Wow. This was very much calculated. And even before Jordy had them on, like this, they were like looking around for someone that they could go to at the time. Because I remember I watched like the first hour of Jordy's stream. Like he did not plan on having Erica and them on there. But people in the side chat were coming in saying like, oh, they're looking around. They're like shopping their story around, seeing like whose panel they can come up on and talk about this. Yeah, they were shopping this story.
Ever. And yeah, I have no excuse. Again, like I'm gonna keep saying like this was a bad decision. I'm stupid. Make a meme out of me if you want to. I don't care. Just leave.
And we should also latch onto that as well. Yeah, I agree. Jordy did handle it well. We should latch onto this as well because I believe that this is BS. The constant putting herself down, like, y'all can make me a meme. Y'all can say I'm a piece of shit. It's giving very much performative to me. And it was said like over and over and over and over again. I'm just like, it's almost like she's thinking if she says that, it will take the heat off because she's taking accountability, or at least like pretending to But at the same time, there's still so many questions. And I wish we could get someone to get on here and grill her, because that's what needs to happen next. There's a lot of holes. MB, thank you for the super. Erica, ALR is not a good manipulator. You must not be very smart. Right, that's what we were saying. Like, we always talk about how Amber's manipulating, but we're sitting here and like pointing out the manipulation, you know? So it's like we know what she's doing. That's not a good manipulator gets the job done without anyone knowing, you know? Bow, bow.
Leave my wife out of it is all I'm asking.
And this is me.
Okay, so here's Erica's ex. What? No, not ex-wife. Erica's wife, Brittany. They have been together for 10 years. And it seems like their relationship is kind of on the rocks to me. They're not tight right now. Like, they're working on it. They decided not to break up. Like, it was bad.
Brittany, aka.
Leave my wife out of it is all I'm asking.
And this is me.
And then here she is.
Brittany, aka the crazy ex-wife. So I had noticed that Erica basically had her phone glued to her forehead for months.
And I know that she knew it was Amber Lynn in the beginning, but at that point, did she know? I'm getting the feeling that she didn't know that this continued for months and months and months, right? It was just a joke in the beginning.
And, you know, she does a lot of Olympic weightlifting. And I thought, you know, okay, well, she's editing. She spends a lot of time in the gym. You know, never really...
My face feels dry.
...thought much about it until, you know,
BRB.
She mentioned that we were watching a movie. And I looked over and I seen, like, paragraphs upon paragraphs. And she switched her phone off real fast. And I was like, no, who are you talking to?
Girl World
And
Olympics.
then, you know, it came out that she was still talking to Amber. I had thought that had ended months
Here we go.
ago. And yeah, we together initiated a troll. And that's what we were doing, just to see if we could get some kind of reaction back.
Together we initiated a troll. So what did they want? What did she go into this expecting to get from Amber? Just a couple of funny messages. Maybe she would tell them a secret. That's what I think. Brittany. I think that's what Brittany was thinking, that they would get a couple of messages. Maybe Amber would tell them a funny secret that she didn't put on the internet. She didn't expect her wife to fall in love, to be manipulated by this master manipulator, more manipulative than any inmate. That's a good one. That's a good one. She's more manipulative than any inmate. Should I do a face mask? Should I put a face mask on right now? Dead.
Some kind of message. And that's as far as it was supposed to go. I have since read through everything that was on Erica's phone, and
no, Erica is not a twink. Erica is a twunk. Okay.
And I am, I'm a therapist. Okay, that's what I do. And when I tell you that this is one of the most dangerously manipulative people that I have ever met, Amber Lynn is one of the most dangerously manipulative.
Oh my gosh. Do you guys buy this? Do you guys believe this? Play it again. She's the most manipulative, more manipulative than an inmate. Then how comes every time she manipulates, we're like manipulating?
When I tell you that this is one of the most dangerously manipulative people that I have ever met,
dangerous.
Amber Lynn is one of the most dangerously manipulative people I have ever met.
Did you guys see that squirt?
It's true. What everybody says is true. And, you know,
I do think she tries to manipulate people. Maybe she's better at it in her real life, but yes, she is manipulative. Is she a master manipulator? Dangerous? I wouldn't think so, no. But yeah, these girls, um, they're the ones that came out saying that they started this out as a troll. That's manipulation. You started this relationship manipulating her.
I fell victim to this. It was not supposed to go as far as it did. So the day I found out, I had called Amber, and I'm like, so how long has this been going on? I didn't tell her who I was. Obviously, I was calling from Erica's phone. She just spilled it. She was crying. I'm like, you know that with all of this stuff that I have, all these texts, all these pictures, you know, this would be a circus for you. Like, I could, like, really make things really difficult for you if I wanted to. But I didn't.
What's
try
that?
to get...
What is that right there? I could make this difficult for you. I could put this out there. That to me, Brittany, sounds like manipulation. Is that a therapist? Like, is she really a therapist? This is a therapist. That's manipulation, sweetie. Therapists don't wear scrubs. Well, she's an addiction counselor, supposedly. And if they were working in a rehab facility, sometimes they would wear scrubs, yeah. It just depends on the facility. But yeah, it's possible.
Any kind of retribution. I was not vengeful. I did not say anything.
Right. And Brittany was messaging Zachary Michael. Brittany wanted to make this a scandal. And she was ready to go to Zachary Michael to break the story for her. But I guess she never went through with it. I don't know. Oh my God. She first messaged Zach in 2019. Oh my God. Jeez.
Anything out of the way to her. I was just like, please, you know, look, this is it. Stop contacting my wife, you know. This is it. Just be done. Don't message her anymore. So then she started messaging her, and I didn't know that until recently, after Erica had already blocked her number, blocked her everything. Apparently, she was still trying to have a relationship with Erica after all of that. You know, block me and then
Okay, hold on. 15 minutes. So 40, 50. Take it off at 50 after. Okay.
block me. Like, who wants to stay with someone like that? Like, how desperate do you have to be trying to chase after a married woman? Relationship with Erica after all of that, you know, block me and then unblock me. Like, who wants to stay with someone like that? Like, how desperate do you have to be trying to chase after a married woman? Me and Erica have been married for 9 years. 9 years. And we're both normal people. We're not
She was leading her on.
haters. We're not crazy. We are just both normal people.
Right. How desperate and bored do you have to be to do what y'all did? I mean, how much time did Erica dedicate to speaking to Amber Lynn? Hours and hours. Oh, but they don't want to talk about the sex, the virtual, the camming. They cammed. They didn't talk about that at all. That was Amber. So they were camming and sending dirty pictures. Like, she was into the attention. Erica was enjoying it, or else she would have blocked her a long time ago.
So when I found out that Amber Lynn had been trying to contact Erica, I called her, and it was on the 4th of July. And I'm like, what else do I not know? Like, you know.
Okay, right. And that is what Amber said as well. That was a weird notification. It was like longer than usual. But it's just a Twitter. Weird. X, formerly known as Twitter.
You know, I specifically told you, do not contact. No means no. You know, in the first conversation, she's like,
no
oh,
means no.
As, you know, as much as, you know, it's, you know, crazy to say, I still want to remain friends with her. Like, are you serious? Like, are you serious? You want to remain friends with my wife who you just had an affair with, and you're literally telling me this to my face? Like, what kind of person does that? You know, I really appreciate the fact that she calls me the crazy ex-wife. That's great. She knew I was never really an ex. I still lived in the house. She knew about our relationship the whole time. As you'll see when you...
And Erica told her when they were... Erica told Amber Lynn, why isn't Brittany more upset with Erica? Like, we just don't see that at all. But Erica was telling Amber Lynn whenever they would have makeup relations. Right. And Amber was under the impression that they were separated at one point. So messy. I'm kind of over this duo.
You hear the phone,
like, I'm not buying their BS anymore.
Call. I really just don't appreciate being victimized over and over and over and over. Really makes you step back and think about people's mental health and how destructive people are being. And I even coached her. I'm like, you know, Amber, you really need to stop talking to people on the internet that you don't know, because you don't know these people. And lo and behold,
exactly. I mean, look what you two were pulling the whole time so that you could come up here and get your 15 minutes. Was that the goal?
Talking to AKA Tommy the entire time she was talking to Erica. 16 hours after I caught the whole thing.
Okay, so she was talking to Tommy. She claims the entire time she was talking to Erica, which would be a year. I don't know if I believe that, but...
Tommy was already with a plane ticket ready to haul ass to Oklahoma. So she was having multiple different relationships with multiple different people. I kind of see as Tommy also a victim. Tommy probably has no idea.
You see Tommy as a victim? Are you following what came out about her? Watch Tommy be like the most innocent in all of this.
That Erica was even a thing the entire time they were talking. Oh, and by the way, let me add, I did not harass Amber Lynn. The first phone call, she called me. Well, she thought she was calling Erica, but she was really calling me. And then the only time I even had contact with her was on July 4th. And that is all she has heard from me. And that was from me telling her to leave my wife alone.
So we're actually going to get the phone call coming up. That'll be... I haven't seen this yet, guys. The phone call...
That's when the whole Tommy thing took place, and I was like, okay, good, this shit is over. And apparently not.
I need to hear this freaking phone call. You've got
I guess since she can't get to Erica, she's just gonna, this is her way of trying to get retribution on that whole situation. I haven't watched any of the videos. This was from an anonymous source that was kind of the whistleblower on this whole situation, because I had no idea that any of this...
Who the heck is the whistleblower?
This was going on.
I want to hear that again about this quote unquote. What if you guys are taking notes, write that down. Whistleblower. I need to get in contact with the whistleblower. Write it down and then circle it. And then put arrows pointing to it.
This is her way of trying to get retribution on that whole situation. I haven't watched any of the videos. This was from an anonymous source that was kind of the whistleblower on this whole situation, because I had no idea that any of this was going on. All I know is I got
So this is somebody that I guess knew Erica and Brittany, possibly in real life? No. Somehow they knew Erica and Brittany and were able to tell them when this went down, when Amberlynn came on just 2 days ago. But maybe they don't exist. Maybe Brittany was just watching Amberlynn. Like, yeah, Salty Crab, but Salty Crab said that Salty Crab was talking to a whistleblower that knew Erica. I think that it could have been Brittany behind the scenes feeding Salty Crab information to make this all blow up. And there is no whistleblower. She is the whistleblower.
Contacted today by one of the whistleblowers. And then lo and behold, there I am everywhere.
I don't think there is a whistleblower. It could only be Brittany or Erica under troll accounts, or Alexis under a troll account.
On everything, just out here trying to live a normal life. Unlike some people who are sitting on their couch and crazy. I mean, that's about it. So I would say, to sum it all up, Amberlynn had an imaginary relationship with a person that she absolutely did not know, and now she's just using that to make money. And how she has subscribers sitting there, I don't understand people.
So as you can see here,
And now she's using that to make money. I mean, y'all are the ones that made her believe that. Like, excuse me? They're the ones that made her believe that. It wasn't imaginary to her. I mean, it was a real person. And no, Erica, they were having phone sex. Erica was into it. It was a real relationship, whether Brittany wants to admit it or not. Otherwise, she would not have spent all that time and, touching herself, flicking her,
see here, Brittany claims that Amber allegedly cost her $2,400. I'm not sure how or why, but if that's a question you want answered, they should be going live at some point. Here's their channel.
Oh, wait, let me read that. Erica wants to know if you can post a community tab giving people a heads up for upcoming information straight from the source. Okay, so here they come, right? They wanted to make this big stink on bigger channels like Jordy and Apathetic Facts, and then now they're going to come on and do their own. I'm thinking about doing a live after it comes out. Amberlynn costed me $2,400. So we know 400 of that is a Lego, but that's $2,000 that is unaccounted for here. So hopefully I can make that back from her. Okay, so she's hoping that she can make $2,400 on YouTube. And then she's telling Apathetic Facts to make a community tab about her. She didn't, did she? Okay, she did, but okay, anyways. She didn't post her channel though on the community tab. This is just getting a little bit stinky for me here. So what is this about? Money? Now she wants to make $2,400 because Amber supposedly took $2,400 from her. Wow. What's the 2,000? We know the Lego. We've got the Lego. But $2,000 on what? There was a gold rose. How much is a gold rose? What else did Amber say? There was a gold rose, a Lego, and something else. Maybe just like a card. What is a gold rose? $160 for some gold roses. So, I mean, that doesn't account for possible plane tickets. Speaking of rent, the moon plaque. Okay, so there was the moon plaque. At most, that was $50, and the roses were like $150, if that. So there's another $200, but we've still got over 1,000 unaccounted for. I don't know. Uber Eats. Ozempic.
I'm not sure how or why, but if that's a question you want answered, they should be going live at some point. Here's their channel. Brittany says, I have a recorded phone call with Amber debunking her lies about not knowing anything about me. Also, apparently during this phone call, Amber agrees not to make any videos about Erica.
Here we go.
Hello? So who reached out to who?
Huh?
So who reached out to who?
What do you mean?
Did you reach out to Erica or did she reach out to you?
When?
What do you mean when?
Like for the very first time?
The last time you spoke
Amber?
to her?
The last time.
I can't really fix the mask because it don't stick to where my facial hair is.
I messaged her was just letting her know that like you called and then pretty much just like the final goodbye type thing.
Why would you reach out to her again?
I love a good recorded phone call.
It was just like the final goodbye. I just felt like
there's no final goodbye. Like, what does that even mean?
I felt like I needed to, but we don't talk anymore. We haven't talked since the phone call, so.
So even after I told you not to contact her again, you still did. Why?
Because it was like I wanted closure, and then not only that, but like.
I love how Amber has no problem putting on like her little Callie attitude and saying, I just wanted closure. Why is Amber coming across as like funny?
She contacted me, I would say, I don't know, less than a week ago, like upset about some TikTok I posted, and I never responded.
So you mean to tell me you're not posting anything about her online?
No one knows her name, nothing about her. Nope, that is something that I told her I would never do.
I'm just...
What is that about? What is she like whispering? Is someone feeding her lines, or is she like speaking to Erica?
That is something that I told her I would never do.
I lived a double life. Oh. Amber said in her video that Valentine lived a double life, I think.
Her? Nope. That is something that I told her I would never do.
I'm just... I don't understand.
Right,
like,
that's what Amber
like, no
Lynn
means
said.
no.
Huh?
No means no. Like, no means no.
Yeah, that's correct. That is why I do not speak to her any longer.
I just don't understand, like...
I lived a double life.
You have an entire relationship with somebody you don't know, that you know is married. Like, what do you think is gonna come out of that? Like, that's the part I don't understand. To keep reaching out, like, I don't get it.
Okay, I think it's been 15 minutes, right? Okay.
I didn't
Continue.
keep reaching out.
I was feeling kind of dry.
One time as a way of like a weird closure thing, because she did become like a really good friend of mine as well, on top of everything else. I was losing that, and that kind of like was rough.
So what did you say to her for your closure that you needed? I'm really curious.
This just feels so weird from Brittany, the supposed therapist, coming on here and talking to her. Yeah, why doesn't she ask her wife about it?
Well,
it just feels kind of mean-spirited and weird.
I haven't gotten like a full closure thing. I kind of just realized,
like, I'm getting very, very weird vibes from Brittany on the phone call.
It's not gonna happen. But
like, how long did it take you to realize that it's not gonna happen?
It took me a long time. actually. I'm being honest. Yeah.
This is gross. I feel almost gross like listening to this. It almost seems like Amber's coming across as like a ditzy blonde, for lack of a better word. And then Brittany's like the bully.
Yeah.
The part that's got me up is that A, you knew about me. B, you were looking me up on Instagram. That shit is fucking creepy.
Right. I thought that you guys were married for financial reasons. So
I thought you guys were married for financial reasons. Isn't that's what Erica told? Or sorry, that's what Brittany told Erica to tell her. Halls, thank you for the super. Erica is the issue, not ALR. Brittany should be confronting her wife. It's obvious that Erica fed ALR lies and got in too deep, and she's lying to Britt. Yeah, it's all kind of a messed up game. I mean, Erica clearly is downplaying how much she was into it based on what we heard from ALR and the phone calls that they had where it got down and dirty. And, you know, Brittany started it, and Brittany is just being weird about it. Like, she should be talking to Erica about how did this go so far with Amberlynn Reed? Like, what are you doing? Instead, she's calling Amberlynn. Like, I don't know. It's a very weird relationship. Now I'm questioning, like, is this what Amber thought? Did she think that the marriage was over?
Is that what she said?
yeah. That is what she originally said, yes.
What Erica doesn't want to admit is that, yeah, she was in deep. It wasn't just because if she just felt like she was a victim the whole time and Amber was being annoying and manipulative, she would have cut her off. Period. Block, block, block.
And that you guys weren't in love anymore, and you guys, I mean, it's like,
I know, Amber's being so delusional.
I don't really know.
And naive.
So I kind of
They played her like a fiddle. At first it was Brittany, then it was Erica. Brittany played her first, and then Erica played her. But Erica's little game went further to the point where Brittany wasn't okay with it.
kind of skimmed through.
I don't really know. I mean, it's like, I don't really know.
So I kind of skimmed through the text.
Yeah, I understand that. I would have done the same thing.
Like, do you know how demented it is to tell somebody that's married not to have sex with their spouse? Like, do you know how crazy that sounds?
Like I said, I thought you guys were just married for financial reasons.
You really need help.
What does that even mean? Like, married for financial reasons? Like taxes?
Like, you really need help.
Erica, or sorry, Brittany. Y'all all need help.
Probably.
So I expect not to see any more videos.
Correct.
I expect not to see any more videos. Like, I would be like, fuck off. I'll talk about whatever I want to talk about.
No more.
Screw you and your wife. Bye.
Nothing. Not a word. Not a peep.
And I absolutely respect that.
I thought you respected that the other day when I told you do not call, do not reach out. None of that.
I did that one time, and
Yeah, remember Amber was supposedly hysterically crying, but now we don't hear any of that.
want you to know, like, I had, like, there was an open line of communication that I did not take. YouTube. Because I was respecting you, and I was respecting myself and the people in my life.
Double life.
So that's why.
Saying that I was lying. She's lying about me on YouTube, saying that I was living a double life. Was she not? Is that really a stretch or a lie? That she was getting down with the phone, getting down on the phone with her, meanwhile telling her she's in a relationship for financial reasons. It sounds like when Amber said she was living a double life, that wasn't a lie.
Why I literally did not reply to her message. Like, I don't know what she's telling you versus me. Erica is obviously a known cheater and liar. I finally have my rose-tinted glasses completely off. Like, she's crazy, and she knows it, and I'm sure you do too. I got roped into shit. Like, I just want the best for the both of you, and I hope that you guys find that with each other. Like,
thank you, Anna Banana. Alex the much needed lives today. Oh, thank you for the much needed lives today. I have a feeling they're all in on it, and this is a distraction from Tommy Pickles. I don't believe none of them. It's starting to get like fishier and fishier. Like, and where's the hysterical crying from Amber? But the one thing that puts me off from saying that this is all fabricated is just the amount of time that this was going on. I mean, we have this going on months and months and months, and they plan that out for this big reveal to happen right after Tommy Pickles. Like, it all just doesn't make sense for them to calculate all of this and then have the right time to drop this bomb. I don't know. Savvy, thank you. These two literally are just poo-touching grifters for real. Yeah, I know. At this point, like, trying to get that 2,400 back. Like, girl, go to work. Go to work.
Like, I don't really know what else to do or say anymore at this point. Like, I apologize. I was very sorry. I don't really know what else to do from this point forward.
A known cheater and liar. Did she tell you about that?
Yes, she did.
All right.
But yet I was supposed to be different. You know how it goes. So, I mean, I have answered your questions to the best of my ability.
I would.
Thank you, Tiffany Brown, for being a member for 16 months. Orchestrated, but I love it. Love you too, Alex. Thank you, Tiffany.
Really?
Like, I feel like she played me. What?
Yeah, now Amber's throwing the wife Amber's throwing Erica under the bus to the wife when confronted. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, she played you hard.
I wish she would have stepped up to Brittany.
Like a fiddle.
But she caved.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, she played you hard, like a fiddle.
Yeah. And it's crazy to me.
That's why I
Like,
said.
she sacrificed a possible future with you. Why? Like, what's the point?
Yeah, she played them both. Because I keep getting the name mixed up. Brittany was sat there under the impression that this was a troll that lasted for what, like just a few weeks, just a few messages. How long did she know about this? Come to find out, it was months and months and months.
Like, you obviously seem like you have your head on your shoulders.
Who's like the worst? Who comes out as the worst looking, you guys? Let's do that as a poll. Who looks the worst in the end? Okay. Go ahead and vote in that poll right there. I feel like we did a good job deconstructing this. Getting to that nitty gritty. My face is still dry. I think it's just like the tanning and All the showers I've been taking, like so many showers. Twice a day, every day. I have to shower in the morning. And then I go to the beach. Andy, thank you for the super. Drug counselor only needs to be high school grad and pass exam. They're not trained or qualified for MH therapy. Upsell on her job is on brand for any of them. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking back to it, just like it really depends. If you are just like a counselor at one of these programs, yeah, you only need like high school graduation and exam. But I also remember having like one-on-one counseling with someone, and they even told me about the program they were at the local university. So really it just depends. If she was just like a counselor, or like she could have even been one of the people that just kind of watches them in the house, like the house sitter, and called herself a counselor. Or maybe they even have that as the job title, but really she's just the house sitter. Yeah. So yeah, there's like levels to it, right? Thank you, Andy. She could just have high school for sure. Get some thermal water. What's thermal water? Thermal water. Where's Brigantine? All right, let's finish her up. We've got 4 more minutes.
She talks so much shit about you. Like, you know, I seen the shit you said about me too, right?
I'm getting the ick from Brittany.
Like, you know, I know all that.
Like what?
Just know that I know.
Just know that I know. Just know that I know.
Like the jealousy side of me, obviously, when I'm in a relationship, thinking that she's going to come live with me and that she's in love with me.
A camp counselor.
Yeah, of course. I probably did say some things because I was in a delusional state. 100,000% I could admit that.
The ick is icking, guys.
And I'm absolutely...
We've been on live like since 3 something, right? Oh my gosh, guys. I've been on live since like 3 something, guys. 3 something. I feel like a Twitcher. Because the Twitch people, like Hassan Abi, doesn't he stream for like 8 hours a day? Like that's his full-time job, like 8 hours a day. Like, you know, a full-time shift, bitch. We're putting in the full-time shift. Yeah, there's just so much. I'm just trying to get through all of this. Like, I would have had to do this all on my own if I didn't go live anyway, while writing a script. And by the time I got it out, something else would have happened. It was just like too much. Thank you, Jen, for gifting 5 memberships. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you, Summer. Britt and Erica going live on Jordy at 9:30. Wait, really? So they're not going to go live on their own channels? Really? Technical difficulties on their channel. I don't really want to snipe Jordy, guys. That's dumb. Yeah, don't they need that 2400? Don't they need that 2400? I'm dead. They probably can't go live yet. They need the exposure, but they're not going to make any money. Caroline Roberts, thank you for the super. He used to do a 12-hour shift. Really? 12 hours on the Twitch. Watch them go live in 1 hour. Yeah, I guess we'll see what happens. Is that for sure confirmed? They're going to come on Jordy's channel. Don't you have to be monetized to go live? I don't know. They want to launch a reaction channel. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if they use this for a springboard to launch a reaction channel? I feel like that wouldn't last. Unless they were like really good at doing the reactions and reading her. Otherwise I would see their channel just like fizzling out pretty fast. Because what would make them different after this blows over? They have nothing. It's not like they have in-depth information that other people don't have once this blows over. Plus, you were having phone sex with her. And now you want to react and we're supposed to take you seriously. No. Hell no. Nope. Nope.
Really over it.
So, if you knew that she
My contact is all messed
was a
up.
cheater, why still talk to her?
Because she said, I'm different. You're so different, Amberlynn. You're so different, baby.
You're so different,
I
baby.
love you. And I love the way you make me feel. You actually make me happy.
Was she genuine? Was Erica genuine when she said that? I love you. You're so different, baby. I love you. That's what I want to know. Was that genuine from you, Erica?
And you're sexy. That's what I believe. Take a step back and look at it from a different angle.
Oh, I'm
Like,
100%.
They got me feeling bad for Amber. Like, what? Even after the Tommy situation. Tommy was going to blow her up like a balloon. ALR. I feel like ALR has to watch herself on these streets. Tommy was going to blow her up like a balloon. And Erica was playing her like a fiddle. Gee.
100% aware I'm a victim. I'm 100% aware I'm a victim. Like, I know that.
Yeah.
Had you reached out to me and be like,
I'm 100% a victim. Shut up.
look at it from a different angle.
oh, I'm
Like,
100% aware I'm a
you.
victim. I'm 100% aware I'm a victim. Like, I know that.
Yeah.
Had you reached out to me and be like, hey, your wife is hitting me up, you know, I probably could have saved you quite a bit of time there.
Yeah,
Right? Yeah, Brittany's just coming
I
across very smug. While ALR is coming across like dumb blonde.
You know,
Like Delulu to the max. Amber's coming across like naive Delulu. And Brittany's coming across like smug. Tommy's feeding ALR brookies as we speak. Maybe that's why she was in a pretty decent mood today. Because Tommy was there again and her baby was there to feed her brookies. Guys, this is.
I thought it was for financial stuff, and we were just friends for the longest.
I know I'm the victim.
It was like she was just saying,
Right, that's not the truth, Ellen. Okay, let's finish up this poll. Who looks the worst in the end? 49% say Erica, 29% say Amber, and 22% say that Brittany looks the worst in the end. Wah, wah, wah. Well, I 100% know I'm the victim.
faking it the whole time because
What if Brittany knew the whole time? What do you guys think? New conspiracy theory. Brittany knew what she was doing the whole time. I mean, she started it. She came up with it.
she needed someone. I don't really know. I don't understand.
This is going to be another YouTube video for her. Thank you.
I don't either, because
Listen to her, shush her. Brittany shushed Erica so Amber wouldn't know that she was right there listening.
I'm pretty successful. I'm pretty smart. I'm not bad looking.
Oh,
I'm pretty successful. I'm smart. I'm not bad looking. Brittany.
Another YouTube video for her. Thank you.
I don't either, because I'm pretty successful. I'm pretty smart. I'm not bad looking.
oh.
Like,
I mean, that's
My
one.
skin is clear. My makeup is flawless. I am living my best life. I am living my best life. It's giving YDHB. Let's hear that one more time. New sound bite. I'm pretty successful.
I don't either, because I'm pretty successful. I'm pretty smart. I'm not bad looking.
Oh.
Like,
I mean, that's one thing that Erica definitely did say about you. You're very smart, all of that good stuff. So I believe it.
okay.
So,
it makes you wonder why she go looking somewhere else, don't it?
I mean, yeah, it just. I mean, honestly, some people just can't stay with one person. I don't know why.
Was this all a plan leading up to this phone call? Like, Brittany is giving master manipulator right now. Like, she knew. She doesn't seem upset. She seems smug and stern and cocky and arrogant. And yeah, it seems very contrived from Brittany. And Amber is like ditzy, delusional. Amber acting like so ditzy and delusional and brain dead is kind of just coming off hilarious to me.
Like, I am beyond disgustingly loyal. Like, I stopped talking to several of my friends for her because she didn't even want me talking to them. But yet she had a whole wife, like, that she had an actual marriage with. Like, that's...
I just don't understand, like, you talk about double lives and shit, but you knew about it the whole time. Wouldn't that be you living a double life as well?
Well, I did.
Yeah, but remember Amber said that she was crying like the whole time. Like, she's not crying. She was hysterically crying during this phone call. She's not crying at all. Girl, coming through with the lies.
I didn't find out until a long time after her and I were talking that you would actually consider it.
What's with the eye? My contact is just like annoying. I forgot to bring my glasses, which was so dumb.
Cheating, because for a long time she told me that you had a whole different relationship you were in and that you were living there. Like, Erica said a lot of lies. Like, she can go and delete the messages because I'm not a screenshot taker, but it's all there. I haven't deleted a single thing on my end. And then it was literally just a couple months ago where we had this whole like talk where I was like, I'm gonna get to ask you whatever question because I felt in my gut something was wrong. And something was off, something just seemed weird, like she was lying to me. So I said, we're gonna have a discussion where you're gonna answer every single question that I have and you're gonna answer it honestly.
So that's where the video ends, and that's about all the tea I have for you today.
Oh my
I'm sure I'll see you in the
gosh.
comments.
That was absolutely batshit. That was absolutely batshit, guys. What in the world was that even all about? I don't know. The vibes from them. So weird. Erica's steroid breath. They cut off the call. Yeah, so what happened at the end of the call? If that was the part that they wanted to show, what was it that they didn't want to show? Because clearly that phone call continued. And the part that they showed did not make them look good. So how bad did they look in the rest of the video? You know what I'm saying? Cherry picked. They picked a certain time. Well, it started from the beginning and then they ended it. Maybe Apathetic is saving that for another video. I don't think so. I mean, the video was already 40 minutes long. If it was another 5 minutes, I feel like Apathetic would just put it out. And Apathetic says there at the end, that's where it cut off. But it's very much giving, that's where they clipped it off. You know what I'm saying? Everyone point and laugh at the poo touchers. I know, right? I don't know if they are coming on here expecting some sort of accolades. Like, people are going to, cheer them on as they are spilling the tea and as it is going on. But eventually people are going to look back, everybody's going to look back at them as total clowns, everyone involved in this situation. And just the major ick factor of that phone call for me almost had me feeling sorry for Amber Lynn, like, and that is a hard thing to do. I don't think Amber really made her case that much better with today's video, where she came on and she's like all schmug, trolling to target a person we all know is lonely and has mental health issues for funsies. Right. When you really take it, when you really take it and look at it like that, like they specifically found her as like someone that they knew that they could get into contact with, and they knew that she was looking for somebody. She had just gotten off of a breakup, because they were talking in September and she was still, remember how long Amberlyn was crying about wifey? How many times did Amber call Valentine Erica crying about wifey and trying to get her to console her? And she knew the whole time, like, and where was it? Where did it flip? Where did it flip for Erica to where she was no longer doing this for the troll, but instead doing it because she enjoyed the attention? I don't know if she actually loved Amberlyn or not, but she was sitting there telling her she loved her. So that's pretty crazy. It's also messy. Messy. So what? Are they going live on Jordy's? Where'd y'all see that? Clever teacup. I remember it now. Erica said, buckle your seatbelts. Due to technical difficulties, we'll be going live on Jordy's at 9:30. All right, I guess we'll just watch it off of his. I mean, I hope he doesn't mind. Because I waited all night. I waited all night for this, and they were going to go live on their own channel, so I need to see the end of this. I don't know what else they're even going to. This chair sucks. This 4-star hotel chair sucks. This ain't no 4-star hotel. It's 2.5 at best, bitch. I think this is the shitty wing. Oh, wait. This is like the cheap wing. Foodie Beauty, I have something to say. Oh, wait. Yeah, let's watch Foodie Beauty for like 5 minutes. Can someone be on Jordy Watch? Do we have someone on Jordy Watch? Four-star on what website? Google. It's a fucking, you know what's weird? Like, it looks cheap, but they tack on an extra $30 a night for a resort fee. But you have to pay to go to the pool. So what the fuck is the resort fee for? You know what I mean? Shouldn't I get a free pool? Yeah, you have to pay for the pool. And, like, I don't know if they actually enforce this, but it says no swimming alone. So I think, like, even if I paid for a seat up there, would they even let me swim alone? I don't know if they enforce it. Probably not, but I don't know if I would want to take the chance. So I think the resort fee, it says, like, the Wi-Fi is part of the resort fee. Are you kidding? The Wi-Fi? Like, you can go to the Motel 6 and they have Wi-Fi. You can go to the McDonald's and they got free Wi-Fi. Like, that is not resort fee worthy. Please, 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 please. Call me Alex. Use my resort. What's your resort? Do you have a resort? I would totally stay at your resort. Where is it? Wi-Fi isn't complimentary. I mean, you have to pay the resort fee, so it's, you get Wi-Fi no matter what. But I'm actually good. Therapist was normal people. Charge more for late or 24-hour room service. I don't know if we have room service. Okay, what, we're gonna watch like 5 minutes of Foodie Beauty. Tootie Beauty. Look at how much she ate yesterday, y'all. Did she eat all of that? That's crazy to me. That is like next level. Nuh-uh. Oh my God. Did that sound like Toddy? Do you guys remember Hot Toddy Westbrook? Oh my God. Oh my God. Did she really eat all of that?
Like, even considering leaving the internet, and has her comments
I have
off.
a drink. Shit. Oh crap, y'all can't hear it, can you? Oh good, it works now. And you did it at my birthday dinner, sucking, and I have a 5-hour energy. Should I take it or not? I feel like I should wait. If they don't come on, I don't want to take it. If they don't come on, I don't want to take it, right? But if they do come on, I guess I'll take it. I'm going to start acting crazy. Drink it, wait. Drink it, wait. Should I drink like half of it? I guess I'll drink like a little bit of it so I can wake up a bit. Because I don't want to stay up until 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. It's not too bad. I'm assuming they're only going to be on Jordy's for like an hour or less. Okay. Who are you on vacation with? Nobody. I'm on vacation all alone. I told myself I was going to do a work vacation, like a YouTube work vacation. And I mean, we're doing it today, but the other days we didn't at all. I was going to react to ALR's video, but I fell asleep, the one that she put out a few days ago. I thought I could just go to the beach, get something to eat, and then maybe work on YouTube. And then after YouTube, go out and get something to eat again. But I didn't end up doing it. I just figured yesterday, because I was going to go live yesterday, but I was like, let me just wait, because I have this weird thing about going live on the 1st of the month. Like, I have to have a video on the 1st of the month. And if I don't, I feel weird. Like, I feel like I'm not getting off on the right foot. Yeah, that makes sense.
Talk about that other than what I'm saying now.
ALR said no to your vacay. I can't believe she ate all of that. Like, that's shocking even for her. Cobes broke up with Naked and Laughing. I thought they broke up a long time ago. This is shocking even for her. What does she have to say for herself at the end? Right? I thought they done been broke up too, Jane.
I hope that you don't quit YouTube. I will say that to you. Don't let them win.
She's talking about Amber Lynn. Because of course, if you can't beat her, join her, right?
Everything you built on YouTube, people would die to have. Even with all the hate.
Would they really? I think a lot of people would rather keep their job. I mean, Amber's not really raking in. Like, Amber's not making $250,000 a year anymore. She's probably making like 125, so a lot of people would rather just stay at their job. Although, heck, she gets a lot of free time. Jelly Bean Sweets, I've heard of her. She's like kind of gross, right? Like she gets that sauce. Like she puts that sauce on every bite and she goes to town.
So yeah.
What is she eating? It's gone.
But anyway.
Free time to be lazy and eat.
That was a very good meal, as you can see. That was so good. That's like one of my favorite fast food places.
The Destroyer.
Of course, my poutine made it 20 times better.
Okay, let's open up Jordy in another tab. La la la.
No, I think that, no, the 22-year-old is Abby.
Okay, they're not on there yet. Do we have eyes on Jordy? Is somebody watching both of us? Who's Jelly Bean Sweets? Do you like her? You're a fan of Jelly Bean Sweets? I'm not going to make fun of her. Did they say what they were going to talk about? Apparently they were going to talk about Tommy, but I don't know what they're actually going to say about Tommy. That's true. She makes $125K, but no benefits, no insurance, no paid leave, no 401k, nothing. That's so true, Jen. Like she needs to. So a lot of YouTubers, if they're making that much or more, they're investing, and that's, you know, for their future. Like I even invest a little bit. Granted, I'm not making that much, but I invest what I can. She needs insurance so bad. Very true. She does need insurance. You can even work at Chick-fil-A. I thought about like working light, like part-time Chick-fil-A just because like apparently they have good insurance. Just to sling that homophobic chicken. No, but actually Chick-fil-A for fast food, they pay a lot better than the other places. And they do give you benefits. I remember working 39 and a half hours at the Panera Bread because otherwise they would have had to offer me insurance. So 35 and a half hours, bitch. I'm not kidding. That's what they scheduled me at. Such BS. Nothing yet from Jordy reading super chats. Okay. Let me check my messages. Somebody's trying to get into contact with me from Lewisberry, PA. No idea who that is. Should I Google the number? There was some weirdo got my phone number. I probably shouldn't even talk about this and give it attention, but some weirdo got my phone number and they just like kept sending me random shit. Nothing crazy, but just kind of annoying, but nothing crazy. Amber's burner phone. What if it was Amber? I think like right after my channel, like a few months after I started my channel, all of my information was put on Doxbin, which I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's like scary. And like random people not associated with Girl World were like talking about me and like just saying really nasty stuff. And like, I don't know, it's just weird. It's like just this like ring of people that just do nasty shit to just anybody who's online, like live streaming or TikTok, YouTube, whatever. And that's just what they do like with their time is they'll like do swats, like swatting and just like weird shit like that. It's weird. But I think the original website got taken down, I think. So I don't think, I mean, my shit's still probably out there because it just is so easy to find online because of like white pages and just like all those websites that tell you everybody's information. Have you guys ever watched those like Discord videos where that guy like goes into Discords and exposes the people that are doing like all this crazy shit? Like, why don't they just play a video game or something? Instead, they like hack into computers and they were watching a minor like through the webcam, like so creepy. And just hacking his computer. And for what? Like, it's not like they even have any money. So what's the point? I guess at the end of the day, they're trying to find people that have money, I guess. Otherwise, it would just be weird. The gay furry hacker group? No. I guess they'll leave me alone since I'm gay. Hopefully. Gay Alliance. Leave me alone, please. Let me just text back my mom. Then dip. What is this? Campaign shit. So many spam texts. I'm tired of like the campaign texts. It's just too many. Like, I'm good with less, please. What state? I'm in New Jersey. FB isn't even entertaining anymore, not in the slightest. She's just so miserable to watch. Her and her poo-poo husband. Her and her poo-poo husband. Yeah, her videos are piss poor, but I still think the story surrounding her life is interesting in a way. But the videos, the content is just not giving what it's supposed to be giving. And that's my opinion on the matter. Y'all want to watch the outfits, though? I do want to show you guys this, though. Potty play. Is Salat into that potty play? Girl, I've been on live stream for 6 hours now, so yeah. I'm good though. I want to see this interview, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, you know. I'm gonna dip after they're done talking, but I'm trying to keep up. Okay, let's look at these outfits. Now these are funny. I love watching her do the plucking.
With the hijab, okay? So the hijab was bought separate, but here's the swimsuit. This is a 5X, and the biggest size they have.
It's a little snug. Wouldn't you be embarrassed? The 5X is snug. I love watching her pluck it like Amber.
I actually really like the way it looks and fits. So, yeah.
I mean, I know that these types of things, swimsuits like this, it's supposed to be tight, right? But that just seems like she had to really work to get in there. And I don't think it's modest for you to wear like really tight clothes. That's not modest, is it? It's haram.
Yeah, from the side.
Haram beauty.
It comes with the leggings.
That's so true.
This.
We've all seen her JJ. Yes. The Peeps bathtub. And her pepperonis. We've all seen her pepperonis, guys. It's ringing. Okay. You guys ready?
That's fun.
Okay, so what
is that her? Is that Becky?
What we have kind of been doing on the stream for the past hour is we have been watching through Amber Lynn's live stream, and we've just been kind of coming up with some questions that...
Oh, okay. He's going to ask her. Yeah. The questions based on the live stream that Amber Lynn did today. Okay, my energy's coming back. Let me take the rest of this. I was about to like fall asleep there, y'all. The eyelids were getting heavy.
No one really has had answers to. Seems like it is a very different story than what you guys told us yesterday. So
I believe it.
It's incredibly different. It's almost as if it's like a complete
game time
180.
Yeah.
So I guess just right off the bat, before I kind of get into any of these, is there anything that you guys want to say, or something that might be on your mind?
Right. Is she really a therapist?
As far as...
Oh, there's the questions, Jordy.
In general. I mean, I'm not sure if you had time today to watch Amber Lynn's response.
Nah, we don't. No, we haven't watched it.
Okay. All right. I suppose that we will just hop right on into this.
Yeah, this is Britt and Erica.
So something that has been brought up with Amber Lynn is Amber Lynn receiving money or Erica receiving money. So other than the headphones, the Lego, and the moon photo, was there...
What else was exchanged?
Was there ever like rent money involved? Were there any other gifts?
No. The rent money was not to me.
Not to me?
She would not tell me who that was for.
What are you talking? What?
I have a good estimation,
come on,
but I don't want to say who that is.
Why would she even say that? Why wouldn't she just say no? Like what? Whose rent money? Alexis.
But I know that some people did borrow money from her, but I never gotten any type of money from her. No.
Okay, so there were...
No, Amber didn't say that. It's just a question people had.
People that were / are receiving Amber Lynn for money, kind of getting help from her, but...
Yeah, nothing like serious. I mean, like, like friends and I think like her family or something. I don't know, like not her mom, but I think her brother or something like that.
Oh, her brother's like in and out of jail, right? So that would make sense that she would be helping him out.
Oh, okay. Alrighty.
Yeah.
So she
Ew,
is alleging a lot throughout this stream, and she talks about it for about an hour and a half, that it was pretty made aware that you guys had an open marriage. Was that the case, and was that how it was described to her?
No.
So, sorry to interrupt, but
That's not.
She basically said that during a long period of your relationship, she was under the impression that you guys were in an open marriage, and then it came to a point where you disclosed that it actually wasn't an open marriage, and she was okay with that. She felt bad about it, but she was okay with it.
Yeah, this is Erica, the Becky.
No. I basically was. It was not stated that I was in an open marriage.
Okay. She also went on to say that you guys are only in a marriage because of financial reasons. Like, on paper, it's more beneficial to be in a marriage than single.
That is something that that's just something that I came up with.
To trick Amberlynn.
So would you say that fell more into the lines of like the trolling?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's.
I get the feeling that Erica was not expecting these kind of serious questions here. What do you guys think?
So let me kind of get your take on that. Amberlynn seems to be under the impression that you guys were open, and this is her way of saying this is why it was okay for us to be in a relationship, because they were open.
No. No.
So just flat out no, that's just a complete made up lie that.
Yeah, like Brittany knew about it for a little bit and, everything like that. But then, I was, of course, kind of kept talking to her without Brittany knowing. And no, it was not ever disclosed that I was in an open marriage.
Oh. See, I mean.
Huh? What do you mean?
This is kind of what I mean when I say that this is a complete 180, because Amberlynn is basically saying on her live stream that this is not the case at all, that you made.
So is Erica alleging that Amber knew that she was in a marriage, a legit marriage, not an open marriage from day one? Or did Erica hide that she was seeing, or did Erica pretend that she was single? She's being very weird. She's like, just no. Like, yes, no. Weird. She should be embarrassed.
You made it very clear to her that
they're
it was
liars.
an open marriage. I mean, did you ever say anything like, we have freedom to do what we want sexually with other people?
No.
Oh, okay.
What?
Yeah, complete 180. So as far as the past relationships go, I know that Brittany kind of alluded to this earlier. Is there anything that you would like to say in regards to...
So what was Amberlynn told?
Destiny, Becky, Jade.
Well,
that she was just married, period?
Which ones do you want to hear about? Let's
T on the
pull
ex
out
relationships
the list here, and you just tell me. I mean, she's threatening. Apparently, she made threats about,
pulling out a list. She's got a list of all the dirt on each ex.
Me not trying
Excuse
her
me?
because of the prison job and stuff, but it all just depends on where you want me to start. But she's making threats, and I'm not sure what she could say that I could possibly
right, wifey tea, please.
Use against her in a more lawful matter if that's the way she wants to go. But she doesn't have any receipts.
Is that where she's going? Lawful matter, girl. Lawful matter in regards to what? You're gonna get yourself laughed out of court. I find it hilarious when people go there on the internet. Rach, thank you so much for the super chat. How this situation gets so boring so fast. I'm intrigued. I'm not bored. I'm intrigued. Why is she being so flighty? It's very weird.
As far as anything that
she won't
I
answer
told
the questions.
her about my job.
So what do you I do have that on here about Amberlynn talking about prison and what you quote may or may not have done while in prison with people. But what do you know about her relationship from last year with Jade / wifey?
Well, oh boy, hold on. I kind of scrambled writing stuff down, so I'll just start from the back page. Apparently,
Jade was verbally abusive to her. Hold on, I'm going to list. Jade had like pushed her to the floor and then flipped on her because she landed.
Oh my gosh, guys, I did not see it going here.
Landed on Jade's clothes basket, and then she claims that she had to pull a knife out of Jade's hand. She choked Jade. She slapped Jade. She tore up Jade's work desk.
Okay. So in terms of like anything physical related, let's.
Oh my God. Savvy, thank you for the super chat. Amber says everyone is abusive to her, though. It sounded like these two were both, they were scrapping. That's what it sounds like to me. Jade pushed her to the ground. Amber choked her. Like, what? We did not hear any of this at all. This came out of left field. Yeah, not what I was expecting at all either. Yeah, it is kind of like in lesbian relationships, it's a bit different. I mean, it's two women. They're on the same like playing field, or two men. Like I've seen it happen fighting in these gay relationships, right?
Let's try to leave that vague. Let's try to say things along the lines of like they just got physical.
I don't know how to. I don't do this, so I don't know.
I understand. I understand. I'm just trying to like navigate it on the fly right here. So you're completely fine. You're completely
No
fine.
way. Amber told her that she had to take a knife out of wifey's hand.
Fine. So Amber Lynn has also kind of disclosed to us that when she was in a relationship with Jade, they had very high highs and very low lows. So when she said something along the lines of them having very low lows, it kind of made my mind go to, were there some incidents? Were there predicaments? Yes. So
yeah, Jade would give her like silent treatments and, laugh at her while she was crying and things like that.
She laughed at her while she was crying. Oh my God.
They did get physical with each other.
Would you say that is the point that they that's why they kind of broke up and why it wasn't able to continue?
Well, I think what was told to me was Jade said Amber Lynn said she couldn't do this anymore, and Jade looked at her and said, I can't do this anymore. So
now I'm thinking, like, what's the truth in all of these relationships? Like, we don't know the half of it. I knew there was something more to that wifey relationship.
I guess that's where the mutual breakup had happened. And then I guess that's when she started talking to that other girl. I don't know if I'm allowed to say her name.
Watch Jade wifey come out and defend herself.
Kind of.
Who's this person?
Okay.
So there was a person between wifey and Erica. So she talked to Erica in September, broke up with wifey in July. Apparently there was someone in between them.
So yeah, I remember the summer fling of last summer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is kind of ridiculous. Like, why is Erica on here? Oh gosh, guys. I don't know how to feel about all of this. Yeah, you're right. Like, who is Erica to be on here saying this?
Did Jade have...
Erica's a POS. Like, I'm gonna listen, but Andy, thank you. Made a list of all ALR's ex's dirt, was planned 100%. Right. I mean, at the very beginning, it was a troll. Was this her plan all along? Was she ever actually in love with her? Like, this just gets so messy. Like, she really went and pulled an op on our girl for months. Just playing her.
Problems with maybe some types of things that she consumed?
Oh, boy. Am I going to get in trouble for saying the words on here?
Well, just keep it vague. Yes, no. So there were things that were consumed that may have altered the decision-making process of Jade.
Yeah,
Oh,
Amber Lynn
Jade.
didn't do any of that stuff though. It was
Whoa.
Jade, from what I was told.
Do you know if, I mean, was
Jade.
Amber Lynn supporting Jade? Was Jade contributing to the bills? Because Amber Lynn made it seem like they were a 50-50 kind of relationship, but...
Yeah, from what she told me, yeah, that's the same story.
Oh, okay. So she had a job. She was living there. Do you know anything about the car? Whose car?
That was Jade's.
Oh, okay. Allegedly.
Yeah.
Interesting. So
But,
do you
I mean,
have
she-
anything to say regarding
She wrote it off into the sunset.
Becky or Destiny? I mean, things that people might be interested in.
Yeah, I don't expect hearing anything from wifey ever in the future. She's done, so.
To know.
Well, just okay. So we're done with the Jade subject. Right?
I don't know if there's anything. I'm a little bit worried about potentially saying something.
Anything else you want to drop?
That might go along the lines of
Strike.
Violence.
Oh
So
yeah. I won't say that was probably the worst of it. It was the worst of it.
Okay. I mean,
So-
was there anything else that stuck out to you about Jade that may have?
Jade was the one that drove her to Oklahoma and helped her
Yeah, we
get
knew that.
settled, and apparently they got into a fight over the internet, and Jade just like stormed out and left her. That's the last I know of them.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That's like
So
where
that was how it all ended.
things were cut ties, and she said she continued to text Jade, stating that she missed her after
Well, no wonder wifey went no contact.
words, and Jade didn't really respond.
Got it. Okay, I think that's all we're gonna address here as far as past relationship goes.
Comcast rage.
I don't think that Becky really wants to be involved with all of this. I mean, I was gonna, ask about Becky and stuff like that, but I think maybe it's best that we move on. So yeah, Amber Lynn says that there were many cheating incidents prior to this, and that you are a serial cheater, and this has been going on many times, and that Brittany has also cheated on you, and that your marriage is, quote, a mess.
No. No. So I'm not perfect. I had an incident like 5 years ago, and we had squashed that. That was squashed. But as far
so she don't want to talk about her dirt, huh?
as me talking about Brittany doing anything, no.
Okay. So is this on your end? This is maybe like the second or ish time that something like this has happened.
Yeah.
Has Brittany ever been unfaithful to you?
Not necessarily, no.
Huh. Amber Lynn seems to think that she was.
Well, Amber Lynn thinks a lot of things.
Okay.
She doesn't really know Brittany like that.
So this was the second incident?
Yeah.
Yeah, how often did they have phone?
So a lot of people dislike Alexis, Amber Lynn's new best friend. What is the deal with her? So, like, were they ever romantic? Is she friends with Emily? Did she know Emily in real life? What's kind of the deal with her?
I don't know much about Emily, Oak, Willow, whatever her name is.
Oh yeah, Emily.
I don't know.
I was thinking for a second, who the fuck's Emily? That's Tommy.
I know that Alexis was like low-key a creep.
Yeah, Alexis T.
Which was described to me in so many words. But yes, at one point they did have some weird thing going on with each other. And they had a crush and things like that. And
so she was romantically involved with Alexis. Everybody was saying that, but they deny.
I think that Alexis kind of wants to be in Amber Lynn's life more than Amber Lynn wants her in her life.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's what I was getting. Alexis is copying Amber, not the other way around, like some people say.
Yeah.
Kind of sounds like it might be two overbearing people that.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what like Alexis has said about me, but I didn't really know like what she looked like, but I kept like seeing this person on my TikTok visiting my profile, and multiple times would you can see people visiting your stuff on TikTok, and I was like, who is this girl? And I like looked at her profile, and then I happened to see a reel with Alexis's face in it. I was like, that's who she is.
Oh, wait, what's Alexis's age, guys?
So Alexis is talking junk about me, but she was all over my profile and liking videos and stuff of mine. And I just, now she like.
Oh, Alexis is 22 as well? I know Abby. No, Abby's 22. Alexis is 28. Okay.
Talking crap about me. I don't understand what that is.
Yeah,
she
Abby's
also did
22.
say earlier today that she tried to intervene on Amber Lynn's behalf and tried to be in Amber Lynn's ear, telling her that talking to you and dating you or doing whatever Amber Lynn did with you was a bad idea.
Well, I mean, Alexis.
Abby is just someone Amber was flirting with online, I guess.
Has had her.
As far as I know.
Alexis has her.
So
her
I actually have her little. Oh, did she take it down? I think that she took it down.
I really don't care about Alexis. I don't care about what she says. She's irrelevant. She.
Everyone's thinking the same
thing. I
thing.
think she's just one of Amber's puppets, honestly. And this whole ordeal, she wants the clout.
Wants the cloud, kind of just wants to have her name involved.
Yeah, and I mean, it's whatever. And apparently she turned the comments off of something that she posted about me. I have no idea.
Okay. Well, so a question that we kind of came up with after you and I got off the phone yesterday is, so we went back and watched some of Amber Lynn's old videos, and we were watching her receive the Lego. We were watching her receive the moon photo and everything. Was Brittany not watching those videos during that time? Because our kind of question was, well, if Brittany was watching these videos and she was witnessing Amber Lynn receive all these gifts, wouldn't she have known that you guys were talking?
No, we didn't watch her for that whole ordeal. Ever since I started messaging her, like she stopped watching her videos, and I've semi-stopped watching her videos.
Okay.
So I'd watch one, every once in a while I would, because she'd tell me, hey, I posted a video, and I would watch it.
They were watching every single video.
There was a post that Brittany made back in April on some Facebook group talking about Amber. I believe that Brittany's called her the size of a planet or something. So I don't know. It kind of seemed like she was watching the videos, but you guys kind of just checked out from watching Amber Lynn.
Doubt it. She was watching every single video, reaction channels, you name it. Chatting on Facebook groups. You don't go on the Facebook groups if you're not deep in and at least watching the videos. Or Zachary Michael or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, that was years ago, though.
Years ago?
No.
Yeah, that was what, a few years ago?
Well, yeah, she's been talking on Facebook groups for years, but she's still talking on Facebook groups recent times.
That was when I was part of Hater Nation. I'm
Yeah.
still a part of Hater Nation.
That was whenever she first got a part of Hater Nation, which she's still a part of.
Right, and she's talking on
which,
Facebook.
Amber Lynn knew.
And watching the videos to this day.
Yeah, I don't have that screenshot pulled up right now, but I thought that was made like 3-4 months ago.
Right.
But after, the fall.
During the relationship, she was on Facebook talking shit, period.
Of last year or whatever, you guys just weren't
not
really
years
watching.
ago.
So it was just you. It was just you watching Amber Lynn and you talking to her behind the scenes, and Brittany was kind of checked out.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay.
Something
4
months
about
ago, she was
Abby and
talking
Danielle. Were these people that Amber Lynn was also talking to? Was it also in conjunction to Emily? Was Amber Lynn talking to like 5 different women at the same time?
I didn't know about Emily until all all this crap came about, honestly. But Abby and Danielle, yeah. Danielle was the married one, and Abby was the young one that, you know, was a jerk to Amberlynn.
Oh, she was rude to Amberlynn.
Yeah, I mean, she did say mean stuff to her, and I guess that's where it came in that I told her to stop talking to her friends, which I didn't. I was just like, it makes no sense that you talk to these people and they talk to you like this. Like,
oh, there's a rumor in the side chat that Brittany was a drug counselor. She's saying she left by choice. People are saying she might have went back on some things and they had to let her go because you can't be doing that and doing that, you know?
Like, even Alexis was mean to her. And she told me about that. And I was like,
Oh,
why
Alexis
even
was
deal with
rude.
her? And she's like, well, I kind of just haven't been talking to her because everyone thinks that Alexis is so-called Valentine. And now she felt like Alexis was trying to get clout or something. I don't know. Like that was a phone conversation. So I couldn't say verbatim how she worded that exactly, but that was the sum of it.
Where did Alexis even come from?
So Amberlynn throughout her stream earlier today made it very clear that
Instagram DM.
She didn't really, almost didn't want to admit that she was a homewrecker. But I mean, we're kind of hearing here now from you that it was disclosed to her that it wasn't an open marriage and that this Danielle person was married. So Amberlynn's talking to multiple people. I mean, I don't know. Was everybody telling her that it was an open marriage? Huh.
So, hold on.
They're conspiring. Her and Brittany are like conspiring. What are they going to say next?
Okay.
They can't come up with an answer.
What are you looking at?
Psst, 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 psst.
Oh. Okay. That's, I mean,
This
if
is
she,
bullshit.
okay, that last one on your post, no idea what that is even about.
Which?
Where's these comments coming from? We're on your live, but we have it silent.
I have like a notepad pulled up on the screen. Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah. Is that your questions?
They're questions, talking points. I'm just kind of going down the line.
Okay.
So we're like on this one right now. It's highlighted.
Okay. Sorry about that. I was looking. I thought somebody had commented that I wasn't sure.
Thank you, Katie. LOL, not Erica wanting to be Kybella. Woof woof. Yikes on bikes.
No problem.
Okay, your next question. Repeat that last question.
Yeah, the last question.
So Amber had a very hard time understanding why Brittany may have wanted to get involved with this, because she has said the line of work that Brittany is in, and she thinks that it's kind of unethical to know that someone may have been aware of the fact, given their job, that Amberlynn had BPD, and it would be wrong to mess with someone that was a therapist, and I guess she's alleging should have known better.
Is she gonna? How's she gonna?
I guess Brittany's opportunity now to kind of disclose her job title, what she does, if she wants to disclose that, and her opinion on Amberlynn's claims that this was wrong, unethical, anything of the sort.
Okay, so as far as my career, I am not a behavioral therapist. I don't know how that got thrown in the mix, but I am not a behavioral therapist. I work in the realm, but that is not what I do, and I no longer do that. I am no longer a clinician by choosing. It takes a toll. My line of work took a huge toll. That's why I had to take a step back from it.
Gotcha. So, I mean, do you kind of have any
I feel like she's switching up.
Response in regards to Amberlynn? I mean, she spent a pretty decent amount of time of her live stream earlier saying that this was completely unethical. You should have known better. She
yeah, come on, Amber, bring out the screenshots. I bet a lot of the things that they are saying can be disproven, especially the part where Valentine told her this is an open relationship. That's probably in text form. Come on, girl. Release the screenshots.
She really drilled this home. So, I mean, do you kind of look back on this
it's
now
on her
and think
LinkedIn.
Like, maybe I shouldn't have done this?
Is it?
Or do you not really? Was it just fun?
My thing is, as someone that also suffers from some of the same ailments Amber claims that she have, which mine are actually diagnosed. It wasn't really. She's trying to make it sound a lot worse than it actually is. When in reality, what we came up with was, on my part, was
listen to her struggling. Girl, there really is no justifying this.
See if you can get Amberlynn to respond to you back. See if she
doesn't know what to say about this.
Shows any interest. That's as far as my part in this went. So whatever, when I noticed that things were becoming a problem, I'm like, just stop talking to her. And that's when I stopped engaging in watching videos. I was still a part of Hater Nation, Hater Outposts, all of the things that I regularly followed because, I mean, this was nothing. I was unaware of the severity of what was going on. So I was actually kind of hurt by the whole thing because, like, I don't know, I didn't like it. So I was kind of hurt by it. So I stopped watching. I was no longer interested in.
Okay, so that actually follows what she said earlier about her kicking it off, but then not knowing how far it went.
Being in that world. So that's when Erica kind of took it upon herself to go from there.
Yeah.
Erica took the helm.
What time of the would you guys say that you personally, Brittany, not her, just you, would you like mentally checked out of this, like November of last year?
I want to say that I knew of them speaking one time.
And
so were you largely were you in the dark here?
Yeah, I was I would say 98% in the dark because I thought when I told Erica, hey, just stop talking to her because it's kind of taking up a lot of time and I'm not okay with it. From then on, I knew nothing.
Okay.
So wait a minute.
From then on, I'd taken up a lot of time and I'm not okay with it.
So she told her to stop because it was taking up too much of her time.
From then on, I knew nothing.
But how did she not know for months if they were in a committed relationship, not an open relationship, not living separate lives? She couldn't tell that she was spending all this time texting Amberlynn, talking to Amberlynn, having phone sex with Amberlynn.
Okay.
I think she knew whole time.
How did this kind of go out on Erica's end? Was she doing these kind of phone calls and taking these kind of pictures behind your back? Because Amberlynn also did say at one point that she had a routine worked out with Erica that they would wait until you went to work and then they would call each other. And
okay, I mean, if that's what happened, then that would explain why she wouldn't realize how much time she was spending. Thank you, Anthony. I need a Sprite Zero chill after this. Yeah, give me a Sprite Zero and a McNuggie.
That's kind of... So was it just all kind of done behind your back?
Yeah, the whole thing completely was done behind my back. From the point that I told her to have no more contact, from then on, everything was done completely behind my back.
It's like they're both on here not taking accountability. Like, I had no idea. Well, one of you did.
Okay.
Erica.
So what was a little bit contradictory in her live stream earlier today is when we heard from Erica yesterday that she said, sometimes you just like to drive home from work with music on or just to turn it off and everything. Amberlynn kind of had a different take on that. And she kind of said that it was more so Erica was the one pushing for these phone calls, pushing to be on. So basically, what I got from yesterday was...
Yeah, Erica liked the attention a lot more than she wants to let on.
Erica was kind of the one saying Amber Lynn was overwhelming with needing attention and everything, but
it seems like the two, they wanted to come on and just talk about Amber Lynn, just talk about her drama and stuff. They didn't want to get questioned about their part in this. I don't think they realized that people were not going to be on their side.
Amber Lynn's kind of alleging that Erica was the one that was always wanting attention and everything of the sort.
Well, then they should have did it on their own channel.
So I've been married to Erica for going on 9 years now.
Y'all look like clowns.
And when we have always had, she would call me when she got off work. She'd let me know she's on her way home. And from then on, and this was an hour drive, when she did work far away, that she used that time between getting off work and getting home to decompress. And she done that by listening to music,
talking to Amber Lynn,
quiet time in her car. That was like her time, and I had respect for that. I never had any issues with that. But that was not abnormal. Erica's not really the type to be a real phone oriented, talk on the phone type person. She never has been. And that's going back 9 years. So, I mean, even when she got...
What do you think she was doing in that car with that alone time?
Off work, it was okay. I'm on my way home.
Stop the cat.
I mean, that's been the routine for many, many years. So that, I just...
That almost seems like cope from Erica.
Don't believe that.
Okay.
And to piggyback on that,
they're leading separate lives.
I do take medication. I take I guess it's antidepressant. I take Prozac. And you can't just stop taking that, or it causes, withdrawals. You can't just stop taking it because it messes with your brain.
Okay.
And I had a late doctor's appointment one time, and I didn't have my medication for like 3 days. Like, I thought I was going to have to go to the ER or something just to get a dose of Prozac, because my brain, I don't, you could look up the withdrawals of Prozac. Whoever.
What does the Prozac have to do anything? What does the Prozac have to do with anything? Is she trying to say I have a mental illness, so it was okay for me to troll this other mentally ill woman? Like, I don't understand. And pretend that we were in a relationship? Like, what? Rach, thank you. Brittany speaks in 0.75 speed. Girl, hurry up. Oh, Brittany's insufferable. They're both pretty bad, actually.
Whoever wants to, you'll see. I experienced all that. And me and her had gotten into an argument.
It's true.
And she said, withdrawals or not, I deserve a certain amount of attention every day. That is what she stated to me. And so
Amber.
That is... And she can say I'm lying.
If you're telling her that you're in a relationship with her, she's going to want some attention. Yeah, that is kind of weird to say to somebody, but you could have pulled the plug at any time. What the fuck?
Because that was one of the things that really stuck to me and really made me think, oh shit, like, sorry, excuse language. Oh man, this is a problem, because apparently, I was going through a hard time, and
what does this have to do with anything?
Regardless of withdrawals or not, that came out of her mouth.
They're trying to conjure up some sort of pity for what? Glizzy, thank you. So confused by the sympathetic reaction for ALR when we've all been frothing at the mouth for the big loss to finally get her karma. She's an abuser. These are adults who deserve what they are getting. They're all complete clowns. It just feels like this isn't something that you do. I mean, you don't pretend to be in a relationship with someone for months on end. I feel like there's a lot more to the story, though. Like, obviously, Erica was more into it than she wants to admit. But the stuff that she said about wifey is just crazy.
She deserves love and attention every day.
I mean, two things can be true at once,
By the person that she cares about.
Amber's wrongdoing doesn't mean that this was okay.
Okay.
So I did call her and, gave her my time home and my time to work, because that's what she wanted. And there was times I was getting up at 4:00 in the morning to go to the gym, and she wanted me to call her then.
Oh, she was probably up still from the previous day. To
Yes.
go back just a second, sorry to ask about Jade one more time, but just one more question.
I wish he would just ask, like, were you in love with Amber Lynn? Like, was that real?
Question regarding Jade. Was it ever said that if Jade was like in a poly relationship, or as far as you know, were they monogamous?
They were. She stated that Jade gave up Polly for her. That's the gist I got out of it. Jade gave up Polly for her because she loved her so much.
Okay, so kind of
Jade gave up the poly girls.
She had those kind of interests, but she was willing to give them up for Amber.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Okay, so now kind of getting to the end of the stream, Amber Lynn around the 2-hour mark said, basically that if you guys have receipts and if you're willing to leak things, then so is she. And she, quote, knows. Oh, she actually made a special point. She said, let me go ahead and look in the camera for this. And then she looked straight in the camera and said, I know what you did inside of prison. So what might she be referring to? And what does she think that she has on you?
Oh, well, so I worked at maximum custody, and I would always like tell her stories of like, things that happened, like things I was involved in, like crazy mess that I saw. And yeah,
Amber made it seem like Erica was in jail, but Erica was a CO.
It was a job requirement to basically, I told her crazy stories like, hey, I used force on these individuals whenever it was necessary, and I have documents of that. I have reports of that I had to do. And there was footage that, they had to review cameras just to make sure that I wasn't like excessive with it. But like all of that is on video with the state. So I'm not.
Yeah. Did Erica sleep with an inmate?
Sure what she's like referring to. That might have told her some stories like before me and my, like wife got together, like officially, because I had just.
There's definitely some dirt. There's definitely some dirt there. Erica's not going to admit to it, at least not right now.
Started working at the prison a couple of months before.
Amber, the ball's in your court.
Or me and Brittany got together, and some crazy stuff happened then too. But I mean, that was before my marriage.
What did she do
and
to these
Brittany
women?
knows about all those things. So I'm not sure what she's talking about, unless she's gonna exaggerate what I told her, like the crazy stories. I could write a book on my career in the prison. I could definitely write a novel. But she kind of felt weird about it because I guess family was in prison, but it was different than what I was dealing with. I was dealing with people on death row. I was dealing with, I can YouTube this, the Taco Bell Strangler. I was dealing with the man that killed Shania Davis. That was a big national thing years ago. I was dealing with a lot of people that were high profile.
Honestly, the way that she was kind of...
Wait, she was dealing with men? I always thought it was like men COs with the men, women COs with the women.
Describing it as like, I kind of got the interpretation that she was maybe suggesting that you were intimate with an inmate.
What? It was a men's facility.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
I wasn't aware of that. Wasn't aware of that. That's just kind of how it hit me at first.
I will tell you, I was there for, like I said, close 9-10 years, and I only had one written warning, and that had to do with an attendance issue, with a unit that I was in.
Okay, so she was a CO at a men's facility.
Because I was having problems, and they, people, me and the unit manager didn't get along, and whenever it comes to upper management, they want to nitpick someone, they will. So I was that person, and I got to write up. But I mean, that was it. Maybe a couple of counseling sessions for me losing my cool. But other than that, no, I would never do something like that. And I have a bunch of people, a crowd of people in my phone. I could message and be like, hey, was I ever intimate with an inmate? And they would state no. Like inmates never even said anything off the way like that to me. Gotcha. If anything, I got called a dude.
Because I mean, my mind just kind of went to the most controversial thing.
No, absolutely not. No.
Maybe if you would have done something illegal on the job.
No.
So, okay.
No.
Another thing that somebody was... So Amber Lynn had a very different story when it came to Life 360. Do you kind of just want to go over it one more time as to how Amber Lynn was added to Life 360, how you guys were tracking each other's locations? Because
is this going to match what she said yesterday?
In her live stream, she kind of made it out to seem like you were very much so interested in tracking her as much as she was her tracking you.
No, No, absolutely not. That's not true. So I know everyone probably thinks, oh, she has Life 360. She's nuts. I have a group on there. It's me, it's Brittany, it's my in-laws, and it's my grandmother-in-law. We're all on there together. So it's not just me and Brittany looking at each other. We keep in touch with the grandmother. We keep in touch with my
Oh my
father-in-law.
gosh, I don't want to hear about her grandmother and father. Ugh. I don't want to hear about her grandfather and mother-in-law, whatever. What was I gonna say? I get the feeling that these two are gonna be run off very soon. We're not gonna hear from them. Give it a couple days, they're gonna be run off.
In-law, we keep in touch with my mother-in-law, and
watch them go live on their own.
Because they're far away. They're like an hour away. So like if Brittany goes to visit them, that's an hour drive. So we just make sure that we're okay. It's not,
I don't give a shit.
Oh, we got to creep on each other. It's not that at all.
No, it's about you and Amber Lynn, not about your mother-in-law.
Oh, but
what did Amber Lynn know?
She was, like I said, she had tried to get me to leave the house and be like, just go somewhere and try and call me.
You added Amber Lynn to your Life 360.
And I was like, for what? My wife's gonna be like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, there's no explanation. That she was like, she found out I had Life 360, and she kind of like made a joke about it at first. She's like, I really think you should consider us having Life 360. And she did. She mentioned it multiple times. She wanted me to give her a house tour, on FaceTime. She wanted me to show her areas of the house, and I wouldn't do it. She always wanted a house tour. She wanted to see what my house looked like. Weird as that. And I don't know, it's pretty weird to me, but it was just, that's
the thing that didn't make sense to me is you wanting to track Amber Lynn. I mean, Amber Lynn doesn't go anywhere.
Right.
So that didn't really make sense for me necessarily. So I don't know how that app works, but if you can see their location, I mean, you're always just going to see her in one spot on the couch.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's just some other things that she told me about other people. And
so, do you still have text messages, receipts, things of the sort with Amber Lynn?
I do.
Yeah, I don't find the house tour to be that crazy. Like, if this is your girlfriend, right? Because Amber said this was my girlfriend. They made it official on Valentine's Day.
Did you, I mean, at any point, did you like erase messages?
That was her girlfriend.
I mean, are you...
Erica's acting like there was no relationship here. She was like forced to speak to Amber Lynn. It's so weird.
You interested in showing receipts if Amber Lynn in the future claims things? I mean, do you kind of have this like, oh, I mean, you can say this, but here's the screenshot. Like,
honestly, I did think about that, and I did take it into consideration, but I'm not stooping to that level. Like, she can stoop to that level and embarrass herself, but I'm not stooping to that level. And
I think the reason that she doesn't want to go there is because Amber's got the dirt. So she's not going to whip anything out now because it's going to get really bad for her. All of them, everyone involved. So keep it close to her chest, hoping that Amber Lynn won't show her hand.
And that's not to respect her, but that's, just to respect this whole situation. This whole situation would have never happened had she not said my name. She said my name, and she promised she wouldn't. I don't know if anyone leaked you the phone call that between Amber Lynn and Brittany, but she even told Brittany, I respect y'all enough not to say your names. And apparently
y'all cut that off.
Snapchat was posted and then deleted with all of our names in it that she posted.
Snapchat.
And it was bullcrap. And apparently Brittany was getting called a crazy wife and this, that, and third. And that's the only reason why me and Amber Lynn broke up. So I wanted to clear things up. Like, I don't want to be a distraction from what she's got going on, because I know that's what she's doing.
Yeah. Amber Lynn did say that you deleted a lot of their messages and that she didn't know why. She did mention that. I'm not sure if it was texts or what, but
no.
I don't know if it was. Yeah, I don't know what messages she's referring to, but she did mention that you erased messages and she didn't know why you did that.
I mean, there would be no reason for me to delete stuff, because I clearly told Amber that Brittany does not go through my phone. I don't go through her phone. I don't even know her passcode. Like, we don't know each other's passcode. Well, she knows mine because I've had it forever.
Are we going to watch Erica live? This is her live because they couldn't go live on their own.
But she doesn't go through it. I leave it on the bed, while I'm in the shower. I leave it around her. she can go through it anytime she wants to, but she doesn't.
Oh, well, I mean, you just...
Right. I think that's the question that needs to be asked. ALR is not this master manipulator. Just admit that you were into her. Yes, Erica was into Amberlynn. She was into it. Otherwise, it would not have gone on that long.
There's a lot of contradictions here of Amberlynn saying one thing and you saying the exact opposite.
Wow.
And apparently she was willing to make sacrifices to her privacy by adding her to Life 360 to keep the relationship going, or she would have just blocked her.
I don't care. I could care less what she says.
Yeah. There was a point during the live stream earlier today that Amberlynn talked a little bit about yours relationship on the phone in an intimate sense, that you guys were sending and receiving videos and pictures of explicit nature to one another. And that at one point you sent a video of yourself doing things, and in the background or on the side of the video, she could see Brittany's leg or Brittany's slipper. And she kind of was maybe under the impression that Brittany was sitting next to you or near you watching you do this. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, and no, that's not the case. But as far as the videos and stuff, I will admit there was that, but I don't necessarily want to go in depth with that because I'd like to, respect what's left and try to move on from this.
Respect what's left, girl. I don't think there's anything.
I suppose just like the glare. I mean, I understand that, like, not wanting to talk about, sexual things, explicit stuff. That makes sense.
What was it then?
But, I mean, just like the glaringly, obvious contradiction here is Amberlynn's whole basis for her live stream today as to why she believed that she was allowed to talk to you and allowed to engage in a relationship with you, with her feeling somewhat guilt-free, is that you guys were in an open marriage. She said
she made a comment. She made a comment to me. I said, if my wife finds out, she will sue you. And even Brittany told her on the first phone call, I will send out a subpoena for you so fast your head will spin and you will have to get on a plane and come where we're at and come to court. And
what are they going to, sue her, subpoena her for her wife cheating? Like what?
All this happened. I told her, I said she could sue you.
What is she going to sue her for?
I don't give a fuck. I'll go to court and I'll win. That's what that's what came out of her mouth.
They would just be laughed out of court. Like, what the hell would she sue her for? Especially if Amber, like now Amber's talking about it, but at that time her lips were sealed. So what the hell would she sue her for? This is stupid.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Amberlynn's just telling a very different
alienation.
Story. The whole open marriage thing was very much on the table until as recent as like a few months ago. That she didn't know.
No,
until like April.
Absolutely not. Because she would always ask if Brittany was in the room. She would always ask, where she was, and that she hates that Brittany's around because she can't talk to me that much. Like, it wasn't. Why would
I just don't see that going anywhere in a court of law. Savvy, thank you. It's hard to look worse than ALR, but she's doing it. Yeah, the reason I don't see it going anywhere in a court of law is because Erica is just as much at fault as Amber would be, because she's in here egging it on, leading her on, engaging in these conversations. Like, sue your own wife then.
Would I care? Why would she care? Why would Brittany care if I was in an open relationship or an open marriage? Open relationship. Why would I care? Why would she care? Why would Brittany care if I was in an open relationship or an open marriage?
Yeah, I mean, Amberlynn, a lot of her live streams, I think that she's trying to disclose or to, make herself, it's like, well, this was okay because they were open. But I mean, it's completely polar opposites with you guys. I mean, it really doesn't even seem like there's any wiggle.
I fucked up and I'm paying for it. I'm
what you're saying is Amberlynn knew the whole time you were married and that you guys weren't open.
Yes. After after we kind of let's just say we're married for financial reasons, that way, whatever. So that's whenever things, became aware. I told her the truth.
This is going so
and she was upset about it, but she still continued. And the home wrecker thing. So I don't know if you know what Moe's is. Moe's. Okay, so there's Moe's. It's it's almost like Chipotle.
Oh, Moe's Southwestern Grill.
Yes. So
Okay.
I get the home wrecker burrito, and I always have for years. Always have. And I was on the phone with her while I was getting one, and she's like, "Oh, speaking of home wrecker," made a joke about it. So she was clearly aware.
Oh my
And
gosh.
how would I pull a story like that out of my ass and make that up? Like, I think I just, you're asking me on the spot here. She did make that comment.
Told by the
And
burrito.
I did make the comment. I was joking, and I was like, yeah,
Exposed by the burrito.
She got a laugh out of it. Like, she knew.
I've eaten that burrito at Moe's, the home record.
I know
the best. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So, oh my gosh, I mean, it's just crazy to hear your side of the story, just how different it is.
I understand I know that there's people out there that think all three of us are fucked up for this, and if anyone's fucked up, it's me. On this part of it, I'm the main culprit of this on my side.
Why did this go on for months and months and months? Amber loved being a mistress. Yeah, probably. She probably thought it was like cute and quirky to be a mistress. I don't know.
Okay.
It was a mistake that I made, and I was, obviously it was probably the dumbest decision I ever made in my life.
Erica cheated.
And also, she said, apparently, Brittany got a message from someone that Amberlynn made a comment that I was still in love with her. I don't know if you heard that or not.
You mean like right now you're still in love with her?
Yeah, apparently.
I'm not sure. I don't remember her saying that necessarily, but she may have.
It's hard to figure out what the truth is, because listening to them, I want to believe that they're lying. Listening to Amberlynn, I want to believe that she's lying, because none of it sounds legit. So
no. Well, I'm just to go ahead and clarify that now. No.
Okay, so emotions on both sides, like this is done and over with. You're checked out. She's checked out. Well, I mean, who knows if she's checked out? I will say that there were parts during the live stream earlier today where Amberlynn teared up and got kind of emotional, and she it kind of suggested to me that maybe she didn't receive her closure. She didn't really get all the answers. Maybe there were promises made that you didn't fulfill on, and she did seem a little bit hurt, I will say.
Okay, then why was Tommy with a plane ticket 16 hours after?
So why? That's what I want to know. Like, after all this happened, why was Tommy on a plane 16 hours after?
Do you have any guess as to how long Amberlynn and Emily were talking prior to you guys being there? Did she ever talk to you about Emily?
No.
No.
I didn't know about this person.
You didn't know about it. Okay.
Why is she deflecting to Tommy? Amber seems to have been talking to a lot of women.
I'm just now finding out about this person.
So it's really anyone's guess how long Amberlynn may have been talking to
her.
And that kind of takes away a little bit from Amber's victimhood if she's talking to all of these women too on this. She's this mistress, but she's also talking to Tommy. She's also got this Abby girl, another married woman. Like, she's playing them all.
I don't understand why this girl is, on. So my Instagram's private now, and I've gotten some requests, and she was one of them, and I don't understand why.
Right.
And she's also following Brittany, which I don't understand why. So I don't know what's going on. I have no idea what's going on with Emily, Tommy, whatever her name is.
Okay. Yeah, Amberlynn just seems to be really insistent on the fact that there has been a lot of unfaithfulness and problems in your marriage. And I mean, it's whether or not you want to get into it or not, but
that's not even her business to disclose. Like, I can sit here and disclose more stuff that I wrote down, and that has to do with things that have came out of her mouth. And we're not on that topic, and she's blatantly going out of her way to say these things about me. Whenever we could have just got on live tonight, and I could have just went over this entire list, this entire 2-page list that I went over. But we're not discussing that right now. I'm addressing your questions.
Right.
And
I think at the end of the day, the truth is that these two were playing each other. But maybe, just maybe, so in the beginning, right, Erica came on to Amberlynn as a troll, but Erica fell in love with her. And towards the end of the relationship, during the whole relationship, Amber was talking to other women too. Amber was playing her at the same time. But Erica was in love with Amber. Oh man. But Amber also loved being like the quirky mistress and playing all these women at the same time. Oh my goodness.
And I feel like that's being respectful. So if she wants to give empty threats and sick her puppet on me and make TikToks about me or whatever it is that she did, that's fine.
As far as you just,
I kind of don't care. Like, Like, it kind of makes Amber seem funny.
Saying about the subpoena and the lawsuit and everything. What was, so you had talked about her, like if you were going to disclose that this all occurred, you were going to sue her. Sue her for what?
No, I told her that if Brittany found out, my wife would sue her for what is it? What is that?
Sue her then.
There's a law. It's a law here in this state.
She's just like in her
she
college
could be
girl
subpoenaed to
era.
court. And the comment was made that, oh, she can take me to court if she wants to, and I'll win. That's what Amberlynn said.
Okay. Huh.
She didn't give a fuck,
her.
apparently.
I can have her actually pay me $3 infidelity.
Amber's just not going to show up unless it's a Zoom meeting. She's not getting on a plane, and they're not going to force her.
Yeah. She would have to pay like some type of fine on infidelity or something of that matter. That's what I was trying to explain.
What about your part in all of this?
Okay. Well, I mean,
this is all Amber's fault.
Honestly, that's really, I mean, I know we went over this a lot, and this probably takes a toll on you and everything. Might have a headache by the time I go to this, but I mean, I suppose before we finish up here, is there anything that you want to clarify, say? I mean, you said that you have a list in front of you. Is there anything that you want to?
Right. Erica was the one that was married this whole time. Amber wasn't married at all. I don't think that anyone in here is a victim. Amber's not a victim, but Amber wasn't married. She's free to do what she wants to do. Erica was the one with the contract, the marriage.
Say, is there anything you want to address to Amberlynn?
Well, I would actually, but I think that if she tries to lash back and say anything that she's not, that she obviously said some stuff that wasn't true and stuff that I feel that she shouldn't have said in this live stream today. So I'm gonna hold on to this, like what I got.
She's gonna hold on to it. Thank you, Silent Diva. I always wondered what she writes about in the journals. Right? This is basically what she's been writing about, huh? Being the quirky mistress.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, why was the sexual stuff brought up? But I didn't even mention the type of stuff she sent me. And, you can get in big trouble showing stuff like that. Like, I know that. And
it seems like I mean, because there was a point earlier today that Amberlynn felt maybe a little bit nervous that you would show photos or videos of her. And
no, and if she does that to me, she's going to court.
Okay, they're talking about revenge P, I guess. She's going to hold on to T until her channel's monetized. Well, she has to do a video first. You have to get 4,000 watch hours first. And then it takes like a few weeks to get approved.
Like, I wouldn't do that. That's a whole court ordered situation.
Yeah, and they brought up the moaning video.
Like, she could get in huge trouble if she shares that stuff, and I could too. I'm not going to.
Yeah.
That's revenge. That's like what, revenge pornography or something? No, right. You can get in big trouble for stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like
she basically said the same thing too. She said,
Well, yeah, they're basically both holding on to pictures of each other, so
if there's pictures out there of my tits, if there's videos or whatever,
it's kind of like,
she basically said that she's prepared to lawyer up.
That's fine. She doesn't have to worry about that. I'm not okay. So let me give you a little background check, and I have
basically, yeah, one's not going to send it because the other won't send. You get what I mean?
Of this, I finished my college degree in criminal justice, unlike her. So I have a degree. I know somewhat about the law, and I know that is not that is not something that I would do.
Gotcha.
That is not. I don't care if she's the lowest of the low. I'm probably lower than she is right now to a bunch of people.
Someone's gonna get the photos.
Who cares? I don't care. But somebody else was gonna fall victim to her. Somebody else was gonna fall victim to her. So here I am.
Fall victim to her? Is she trying to claim that she's a victim? You're the one that trolled her and started this whole thing.
People were probably like, oh, Erica's disgusting, whatever. But I know not to go that low, to send stuff out like that. People can really get in trouble for stuff like that.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's kind of seeming like on both ends, both of you don't have an interest in releasing screenshots or photos, videos, anything of the nature.
I would really love if she would stop trying to talk about it.
No, and she needs to stop talking about Brittany's sex life. That was uncalled for. Because I could.
Yeah, I mean, as much as she has things to say about you, she does have. I mean, talking about Brittany's infidelity.
Okay, well, ask Apathetic Facts for that phone call I sent her. If you haven't gotten it already, Apathetic Facts has a whole.
We just watched it.
Conversation of that.
That was weird.
So, me and my wife are active, yes, and there's no what she's saying isn't adding up to me. So. There's no reason for her to talk about Brittany in that manner.
Yeah. So I suppose it's kind of like ball is in Amberlynn's court if she wants to keep running her mouth, if she wants to say something about Brittany.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Because I'm going to hold on to this 2-page list that I have that I remember coming out of her mouth.
Just point and laugh, guys. Point and laugh.
As far as her personal issues, as far as Eric, as far as Becky, as far as Destiny, I have stuff that she has disclosed to me.
Destiny.
So if she wants to say anything else, she is more than welcome to, but I'm going to hold on to this list. So the ball is in her court.
And so there are things.
If I could look into the camera and say that the ball is in your court, I would, but I'm not on camera, so I can't pull an Amberlynn on that one.
I mean, she already kind of put it out there with Wifey. Like, she put out the worst of their relationship that we didn't know, that I really had no idea of, because she kept that relationship so under wraps because Wifey was private.
I have a pretty good feeling she's hearing everything you're saying right now.
I don't care. I do not care.
Yeah. So
I do not care. I don't care about her. I don't care.
It's already out there, and that was the worst thing that about Jade. That was the worst thing that she could have put out there about past relationships, because Becky, Destiny, that's so old.
About Tommy. This is a whole big distraction from what she got herself involved in. And, maybe she wanted to clarify that me and Tommy were two different people, but she went way too far by name dropping me. So once people found me and was messaging me, like Salty Crab, don't know if you know who they are. I was like, okay, it's time to, at least get my side out, because people were obviously not knowing what the full story was. So yeah, the ball's in her court. It is.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, sorry,
it's nothing that's going to get the channel striked. I already know the things I can say. But if she wants me to say anything further about Alexis or about Eric or
Eric,
Beck,
so there are things there.
Eric, Beck, hold on.
Anything further about Alexis or about Eric or Beck.
So she has tea on Alexis, Eric, and Beck.
So there are things that could be said about some of her friends, some of her past lovers.
I understand that. You're right. But I'm going to hold on to this, and I'm not stupid. I'm not dumb. I might be dumb for this. Yeah, I'm absolutely fucking dumb for this, but I'm not going to sit here and show all my cards. So she can cut. This is my message to her. Hi, Amber, if you're listening, you can stop talking about me now and address the Tommy situation, and we can go on with our lives, and you can just deal with Tommy, and you and Tommy can be happy, and we can just cut ties and not speak to each other
Is Amber going to end up with Tommy in the end?
Anymore. Like, that is the opportunity I'm giving you. Don't sit here and give me threats. I'm not threatening you, but watch what your next move is. That's all I have to say.
Amberlynn actually did provide a response here to everything you're saying right now, and she said she needs to talk about the $2,400.
What $2,400?
How did I cost her $2,400?
How? What does that even?
Watch your next move.
I don't know, something about $2,400.
She can reach out to me if she.
I've never seen someone get themselves into such a mess. Like, this is Kybella on steroids. Literally.
Oh, she can reach out to Brittany if she wants to talk about that. I don't know what the hell that's even about, but Brittany does. So she can reach out to Brittany, talk to Brittany about that. But if it has anything to do with money that I asked for or money that I spent on her, no. not $2,400. She was giving money to other people, but not that much. It wasn't even close to that. I don't even recognize that amount of money. Okay. $2,400. What the hell is she talking about?
This is like if Kai Bella talked to Salah for 8 months.
Okay. All right. Oh, Brittany can handle it.
Instead of a week.
Brittany knows something I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. We'll talk about it.
Yeah. I mean, Amberlynn did definitely bring up a lot of things today, but it kind of almost made it seem like you guys were the aggressors. I mean, she went on to say things like, well, Brittany was the one who brought up having pictures of my tits. She was the one that brought up all the pictures. So, I mean, just kind of.
Where did she even say that Brittany had pictures? Like, where did Brittany say she had pictures of her tits? That's what I want to know, because this is new to me.
Just something that Amberlynn said in my chat maybe like 5 minutes ago, that Brittany's kind of the one who initiated the whole discussion on leaking photos, videos, stuff like that.
Yeah, Brittany specifically said $2,400 in the DMs to Apathetic Facts, and it's posted on Apathetic Facts.
If Amberlynn has anything to say to or about Brittany, she can address it to Brittany. And I will say this, Jordy, I don't know why you allow her on your channel, because she talked trash about you. She hated Zachary Michael. She doesn't like Apathetic Facts. She doesn't like, of course she wouldn't. She doesn't like Karina Kaboom. She doesn't like any of you guys. And, I know that this is your platform, but she says that you are not a very good person. She said a lot of things about everyone. I actually defended Beck one time to her, and she flipped her lid. And so I don't understand why. Like I said, I have some things written down, and I'm telling Amberlynn right now, this can stop. This can stop right now.
What does she know about Beck? She only knows as a viewer.
We can stop talking about this. Stop Stop making me a distraction, and address what you currently have going on. This is past stuff. She is in a current situation that is more serious, in my opinion, with what she's got going on with Emily, Oak, Willow, Tommy. If they're all the same people.
Okay, well, I think that the way that things have been left are pretty clear cut right now, as far as if Amberlynn has anything else that she wants to say, if she wants to keep this going. It sounds like you definitely still have things to say, if that is the case. So,
well, I'm gonna leave it to her. Like, yeah, of course, she's got to make money on YouTube. She needs the clout. She needs to look like, the victim. And we're not victims here. We're not. Well, I'm not a victim at all.
She needs the clout. Who's the one coming out of nowhere?
She can drop this. I'm giving her the opportunity to.
This is Amber's community.
Drop this. And we can just not talk about each other.
Nah, girl, keep it going.
Anymore. She can go back to her vlogs. She can go back to spending time with her mother, which I think that she needs to do. Her mother is actually a very sweet person.
We're not going back to what I ate today off track. I can tell you that much.
My mind, I believe that. And I'm definitely not going to say what she has said about her mother to me. I'm not going to say that, because I have respect for people's family.
Wait a minute.
My mind, I believe that. And I'm definitely not going to say what she has said about her mother to me. I'm not going to say that, because I have respect for people's family. So that being said, This can stop now. Deal with what you got going on with this Tommy situation and leave this alone. Just drop it. Drop it.
So now she's threatening to bring Amber's mother into this if Amber continues. Thank you, Anna. This is turning into a telenovela. Dun, dun, dun. I know. Leave Mama Lynn out of it. Now that we know Mama Lynn is not an animal abuser. That whole situation. Yeah, leave Mama Lynn out of it. Girl, no. That's not going to win you any points.
I'm dropping it. You need to drop it. So go film a vlog, go film you walking Twinkie, go film you getting your nails done with your mother, call your mom, tell her you love her, and we can just go about our lives. I'm giving you the opportunity now.
Okay.
I'm not going to say anything else unless she does.
It's been weird, Mudflap.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, I mean,
so she has nothing to worry about as far as me leaking texts, leaking photos, because I'm not getting in any trouble. Leaking
the roid rage
videos. She has no worries of that on my part. So she can chill out. But I'm telling her through you, this can all end tonight on this stream. And that is what my motive was tonight, is to give her the opportunity to keep her mouth shut and to leave me alone. She should have never name dropped me, just to prove that this horrible person she was talking to was not me. I didn't care. No one cares about me, like in my drama. Like, everyone is more involved in what the current girlfriend is doing. I don't.
Girl, the spotlight came back to you.
think they broke up. I think they're still together.
There's
no way they broke up. There's no way they broke up.
Erica had genuine feelings for Amber Lynn, or else she would not be this over the top about this whole situation. I wouldn't be surprised if Erica was in love with Amber Lynn. I mean, she said she put a spell on her.
No way. Absolutely not. I couldn't get away from her. You think she's going to let her go? No. So I'm telling her now, deal with that. Go off of YouTube for a little bit. Get your head together. Start fresh on something new.
Oh, Amber's trying to manipulate Tommy behind the scenes, of course.
Find a new hobby. Create new content. Leave me alone.
Okay. Well,
I will leave her alone.
The fact that she name dropped you in the first place kind of tells me that she's interested in stirring all of this up. So, I mean, right. I would like to believe that tonight's the end of it and there's no pictures, there's no nothing. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. She
has nothing to worry about. And I know that other people are going to take this live stream, Jordy, and make their own video of it. And that's fine. But as long as there's no further response, it's fine. Gotcha. I'm not gonna feed into the reaction channels. I'm not gonna feed into the messages.
Then what did she make a whole last channel for?
I'm not gonna feed into the comments because I don't do that. But if I see anything on her end with my name,
y'all made a channel, told Apathetic Facts to shout it out. You got 4,000 subscribers for what?
In her mouth again.
If this is over,
then it's just going to be a whole nother situation. And I really
can't even figure out how to use it.
Really hope that she does not do that. Really hope. And I'm not threatening her in any way. I just want this dropped. She needs to focus on her and Tommy. They need.
Yeah, Mudflap. She said that Jade came at Amber.
To be happy together, whatever it is they got going on. I want to be left alone. I should have never been brought into this. I was going about my business until my name got dropped on YouTube and my face is everywhere. Right. Like, I'm trying to patch things up with the fucked up shit I did. Yeah. For all you people watching, I'm a horrible person for this. I get it. I know I'm a piece of shit. I shouldn't have did this. This was fucked up. I shouldn't have did this to Amber because she's got her issues. You're right. Okay. And things did get out of hand. Okay. I admit that I was wrong. I'm not on here saying that I'm not trying to stray away, that I didn't do anything wrong. I am completely wrong doing this. And no one is perfect. I'm a human being. I conducted some ill actions.
People are saying Amber should go live again.
That I should have never done. And that's that. So
is Amber going to go live
now? So I'm hoping, Jordy, that this could be
honestly, you haven't talked to Amber Lynn since like June, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I just want this, and then all this. It's the end of July. It is August 1st, and all of this crap spills out.
Right.
I don't get it.
I mean, you know why? You know why? You know why that your name was thrown into the ring?
To be a distraction, or to what?
Yeah, I mean, I think that this was to deflect. I mean, I don't think that Amber Lynn had any interest in this, but she needed something very bombshell-like to take all of the focus off of. Because, I mean, I don't know if you've seen everything, but the screenshots and the whole story.
Is that what this all was? Amber's master plan?
Guarding Tommy / Emily. It's
Love it.
It's a whole mess on its own. So
thanks, Amber.
I think that you were the perfect distraction, and that's kind of why she roped you into this. And who knows, maybe she feels a little bit hurt by you still, and this is her way of getting back at you. So
that's fine, and I get it. And yeah, Amber can cry on a dime. She is very intuitive with her emotions and how she expresses herself.
Cry on a dime.
But that she can be hurt all she wants to. People heal. People get over things. She even stated it herself. Once a door is closed, she doesn't reopen it. And I'm not trying to open up any more windows, doors, emergency exits. I'm not trying to do this to her. I don't want to do this to her. But if this does not stop, I will. Okay. And it's not going to be receipts. It's going to be stuff that came out of her mouth that when people hear it, the right people hear it, they will know that it.
Well, do you have screenshots?
It's true. And they will.
Because we figure you're a liar. So I want to see some screenshots with these claims.
Know that it came out of her mouth.
Or else it will forever be rumor and speculation.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think that I think that it's been left in a very clear-cut way. I think that she gets the point. I think that you've made yourself very clear. Okay. So
yeah, I'm the piece of shit here. I don't know how many people you have watching, but just let me be the piece of shit, cheating spouse, whatever it is I'm being called on the internet. I have no idea. I don't check in.
Right.
Just let me be that, and just everyone move on. That's it. Okay. I'm disgusting. I'm whatever. I'm trash. I don't care. Okay. We're trying to patch things up. We're trying to
Let me be that and everybody move on. Do you guys see Jordy's mouse cursor?
move on. That's that. And I don't want to do this.
Gotcha. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time, Erica and Brittany. I'm not sure if you guys have plans to involve yourself or participate anymore, but you know, maybe
No, we don't. Unless there's a response to this, we do not. So we're ending this, and I'm hoping
I don't see Amber just letting this go and not saying anything.
that she does too.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks so much for joining me again. Appreciate you kind of getting your side of the story out there and everything. And hope you guys have the rest of your good night.
Alrighty.
All right. See you later.
All right. Bye.
Rage Erica. That was a complete shit show mess. The Silent Diva, thank you. Erica is so crucial. She clearly got feelings. Right. Yeah. She would not be so upset and angry about this situation if she was not like really feeling Amberlynn at one point. And they got down with the secret chats, you know, in the car. What does he have to say about this? I just want to hear that. She didn't really have anything to say, though.
Do some deep breaths.
What is Amber going to say in regards to this situation? That's what I want to know. Because that was kind of a whole lot of nothing, really. Just dodging all of the questions, bringing in her own personal life stuff that people didn't give a shit about, like her mother-in-law. What? Yeah, look at my mother-in-law on Life 360. The Vangabus, thank you for the super. So, Alex, would you have enjoyed doing this interview? If I were you, I'd be screaming over the bullet I dodged. Thank you for your service, squirrel. Thank you, the Vangabus. I don't know. I certainly would not want to do it right now or a few hours or like an hour ago because I'm just kind of tired and a little bit worn out at this point. But yeah, I'd want to talk to, I don't know if I would even want to freaking talk to Erica. She seems kind of crazy. Yeah, it was like an interrogation and she was clearly guilty. Erica wanted ALR and Brittany. Maybe she wanted them to get together, like a whole cuck situation type deal. Trying to add a third. What if this actually started out as a third? Them wanting to get a third. Can you recap the Jade stuff now that Jordy is done? Okay, so at the beginning of the interview, Jordy asked for kind of like tea on Amberlynn's ex relationships and what did she tell? What did Amberlynn tell Erica? And Erica got out like notes about wifey and basically said that they got physical a lot of the times. Specifically, Amber had to take a, you know, kitchen knife out of her hand. I don't know if it was kitchen. I'm just saying kitchen because YouTube, but. And there was also a situation where Amber put her hands around her neck. You know what I mean? There was also a situation where supposedly, this is all alleged, we can't really trust Erica. Apparently, wifey pushed Amberlynn into a laundry basket. Yeah, and anything else, I would have to go back and watch it again because that's what I remember hearing. These liars are afraid of something leaking. Yeah, it sounds to me as though Erica just kind of wants to keep this like at bay and not show her hand because she's afraid that if she shows her hand, then Amberlynn will come on and show her hand. Oh yeah, that wifey laughed at Amberlynn while she was crying. Yeah, that's something. But apparently there was a lot of physical altercations in the wifey Jade relationship that we had no idea about. So, yeah. I don't see Amber letting this go because Amber doesn't really have anything to lose at this point. It's all out there. And Valentine did not have to go there with the wifey Jade stuff. I feel like that kind of came out of nowhere. So that was really like the only tea from that. Everything else was her beating around the bush, trying to distract from the truth, which I think the truth is she was really feeling Amber. Like this was a pretty legit relationship. And she didn't want to address that at all. Like every answer was going around her feelings for Amber Lynn. Poo touching clout chasers, right? That was just, and they kept that up for months and months and months. There had to be real feelings or she wouldn't keep that up for months and months and months. Andy, thank you. They milked her for tea to sell. Erica caught feelings, lied to both, is blaming ALR and CYA, and are back to using her, but it's backfiring. Deceitful AF. Right. So they tried to milk her for tea. So you think that they were trying to get stuff out of her and then like sell it. Oh, that's interesting. That could have been. Or maybe she wanted to come on like months ago and just drop this exclusive tea. It does make you wonder when she initially got into contact with her and she started dropping all of these bombs on her, like about her past relationships, things that people didn't know. What was her intentions with that? Was she going to start a channel to monetize the secrets? What was it going to be? Or was this just something she was going to keep to herself? Very crazy. Like, she went through all of that to get some exclusive tea, and she's not even monetizing it. I mean, it's all on air. It's all on Jordy's channel. Yeah, and Erica was definitely liking the attention too. I think that Amber had a lot of time and attention to give to Erica, and maybe Brittany didn't. And so she took that. Maybe they had different schedules, like, because COs, you know, they could work all night. She could have been on the night shift, and the other one, Brittany, was on the day shift, so they barely saw each other. Amber's kind of a night owl, you know. She would be talking to her. They had a whole schedule worked out, right, where Amber could talk to Erica behind the scenes while Brittany was at work or whatever. A lot of BS going on here. We do not have the whole story, but damn, badangalips. Season 5 was kind of violent, I guess, in the end. Yeah, season 5 had some darker twists that we did not know about between her and wifey, which I was not expecting. Like, there was not a hint of it within Amberlynn's videos and the things that she put out. There was not a hint of this violence going on behind the scenes. Although, I mean, you know, Amber, how she always had, like, she was picking something. Maybe some of that. And she always had, like, bruises on her arms and stuff. But people always thought that was because she bruised easy or she's picking. But now that I think about it, she did always have marks. All right, guys. I think it's time we call it a night. I think I've been on for like 7 hours at this point. 8 hours. We put in a shift, girls. We put in a shift. But yeah, what was her name? I keep forgetting Erica's name. Jesus. I need some rest so I can be my best for y'all, because I'm not my best right now. Erica was implying that wifey was on something. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on this marathon live stream. We're pretty much all caught up at this point. And I will catch you guys with videos and or live streams soon. I am returning home tomorrow. Midday, I will be going to the beach. And anyways, thanks guys, and